It has begun!
Aren't those both hockey teams now?
Uh,
The San Jose Sharks and the Winnipeg Jets. Oh, they should play each other.
They probably do.
No, San Jose and Winnipeg are two different countries, I believe. Winnipeg is Canada.
Well, yeah, but Canada and the U.S. are in the
Oh,
NHL.
right.
They could, in fact, play each other, although I'm sure they're not in the same division.
So, alright. Sharks facing Jets. Alright. Google that.
Apparently they do.
Alright. That said and done. Let us continue with the game. So, I believe when we last left off, there was something of a kerfuffle. Obviously, Madeline had a really weird dream and totally imagined all of that supernatural stuff. Especially that whole thing about those like dogs and her what's his name? Uncle. Yeah.
My mild consequences healed, right?
Yes. When did you get the mild consequence?
2 games ago.
Yeah, sure, it's healed. So, I believe when we last left off, Eddie was pulling up to talk to Matilda, or Madeline. Sorry.
All right. Well, I think that we had gone upstairs and were eating breakfast. Bacon, as I recall, that my uncle was making.
There was burnt bacon and eggs, and and Kitlin was there, and your uncle kind of goes off. He's like, I gotta go somewhere, and he goes away. Leaving Kitlin and Eddie together with.
What do you mean, Madeline and Eddie?
And Kitlin, all three.
Okay.
Because Kitlin was there. Kitlin.
Oh, I didn't recall.
I've got it for mine for some reason or another.
Morphine's fun.
Yeah, I don't think that Sarah's character would give you morphine, though, which is the sad part. Gosh, Sarah's character. Why do you have to be such a prude?
Trying real hard not to get arrested.
Ah!
But I'm in pain.
Can't you see that her being in pain is much more important than you not being arrested?
Anyway,
I gave her painkillers and ointments and took care of her.
I know.
when what's the uncle's name?
I
Or
don't
must we call him
remember.
Uncle.
I don't think we've come up with a name yet.
Yes, you named him something because he has some sort of important last name.
Oh, his last name is List. I don't remember what his first name was. Unless Steph has it written down somewhere. Alright.
When Uncle Whist, is that what it's called?
List. L-I-S-T.
Okay. Uncle List leaves the room. Aisha whispers, "Don't believe him. Everything that you remember happening was real. Don't fall for their tricks."
Well, I know it was real. I was there.
All right.
I don't know why he's being so weird about it.
So, well, it's Eddie.
Yes.
So-
They want to keep us out of the loop.
All right. So here's a minor thing. Let me pull up. Eddie, I'm looking at your things for a second.
Sure.
I know you have. Oh, darn it! Where did I put that?
Paranoid conspiracy theorist.
That's probably the one. All right, so all right, there is one thing that is going to have to happen here. This is a major decision going on. Unfortunately, Maddie. Oh, I'm going to increase your face. Sorry about this.
It's okay.
Doing some game management, board management stuff. Huzzah! Eddie,
Yeah. No, it's moving me.
I'm moving you. There's artists. Yeah, huzzah, huzzah. Get right there. Madeline, unfortunately, Eddie's a well-off weirdo and a paranoid conspiracy theorist.
Mm-hmm.
So that instantly makes you not want to trust what he. When he starts agreeing with you, there's a little bit in your thing that says, "Holy shit, am I actually this? Do I want to be this insane?" It's like,
Perfect.
yeah, I could say this because this guy obviously says this, but if I do, I'll be a weirdo also.
Oh, also, do you get your refresh back?
Yes, I need another token.
I will give. Please.
I think you start at 8, right? So you should have.
Yeah.
So just grab those 2, and then Brian, you have to put 2 more down.
All right. All right. So she took those 2.
Yeah, because I needed to get up to my refresh.
All right. So he's a well-off.
Hello?
He
You
is
cut off after well off.
And you're starting to break up a bit.
where you, my dear, are a naive college girl and unfamiliar with the supernatural. Which would mean that all of these things of the character and of the situation towards completely ignoring it and just going with what your uncle says is correct.
It's an impressive array of competitors.
However, you have the ability to buy all these off and through the sheer force of will go, no, I am investigating.
Hold on 1 second. How do I get back to the Google Doc? Because I have counters to your arguments.
All right.
Let's see here. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. Well, I'm mentally strong because, and that's one of my aspects because I managed to rebuff Skavis vampire, and I have to know how this ends.
All right, I will definitely give you. I have to know how this ends, and I will let you accept the fact that you're a naive college girl, and just tag have to know how this ends. Get rid of that compel. Because
Okay.
I could see those counteracting each other in this thing. Being strong-minded doesn't really play in here. Because there are plenty of strong-minded people that'll go, that's just crazy.
I suppose. So what happens if I don't buy this off?
If you if you decide you don't buy this off, then you get. Then I would suggest you not buying off the I'll get to the bottom of this tag also. Or actually, yeah, that is another one. Here's the other compel that's sitting out here for I'll get to the bottom of this. So now, either way, you can either accept these 4 chips and pay off the 1 chip, or you can accept the 1 chip and pay off the 4.
So I have to give you 4 out of my hand.
Yes. Because this is you exerting your free will over these things, and you're choosing to look at Eddie and go, no, as whacked out and crazy as he can be, he's a good source of information.
No, I think I'll do it. I'm taking the 1 and paying out 3, I guess.
All right. So I'll put those over there, and I'll get rid of them.
Because there's just too much evidence, like,
No,
I'm supposed to have drunk a handle of vodka and I don't have a headache, and I have wounds from the fight that haven't healed, but I'm supposed to have hurt myself while I was drunk, and it just doesn't add up.
I know, but as you may have heard in the Team Dresden files, all mortals get this compel, basically. Everyone who's not in the know struggles against this, and most of them just take it and ignore it. The evidence doesn't, like, the only solution is impossible, so there has to be some other evidence,
It's a good job on taking your first step away from the just plain mortal out of the no perspective.
And admittedly, being a just plain mortal with 8 fate chips, this isn't really going to hurt all that much.
Nah. You will pay this Lee and still have a little less than twice what I start with.
Yeah. No, I want to remember.
3. Boom, boom, boom. Because this is a compel that's keeping you out of the story, and it's not fun for. You've already faced a whole bunch. I am just going to accept this and not up any of these compels. So now, you obviously look at this situation and accept it. What do you do? What do you do now that you exerted your free will over the situation? And what is Kitlin doing while all this is happening?
I'm eating bacon.
It's burned. How does that bother you?
No, because I've eaten garbage.
All right. Kitlin is really chowing down on that burnt bacon. Maddie.
Yes?
Sorry, I said, what do you do?
Oh, well, yeah. I already did respond to him before you started compelling and stuff. I said, I know, I was there. I don't know why he's lying to me, but he is.
Oh, I will say, you have taken a compel to get to the bottom of this. So now, you have to get to the bottom of it.
No, I know, but I don't necessarily know that Eddie knows anything. Like, I know he's saying that I shouldn't discount what I saw, but he hasn't offered me anything yet.
Oh, no.
I'm still just thinking about what's going on,
What the thing is, your get to the bottom of this is most likely going to be, what's the thing that you know that doesn't add up, mostly?
My injuries.
And what else? Your uncle, right?
Yeah, and the house should be damaged and it's not.
Yeah. Evidently, those are the mysteries. Why your uncle is acting weird.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because you know the answer to your injuries. Like, that adds up to you. What doesn't add up is why your uncle is acting weird, what the hell he did in your dream, or last night, whatever, and why the house isn't burned.
Mm-hmm.
Those are probably the things that you're going to need to go for. You can take whatever path you want to find them, but that's a drive that your character now has.
Yeah.
So what happened last night? Supposedly.
Well, that friend of yours, Parvis, he came by, and he was looking a wreck, so I told him he could stay here, and I gave him something to eat. And then this, like, crazy thug guy threw a firebomb at the front of the house, and I was trying to get everyone out, including you, and he attacked me with, like, machete things, I think? Hatchets. Yeah.
It was actually dual hatchets. You could say machete.
Yeah. And I grabbed my old fencing saber and I got rid of that guy. I knocked him out. But then there were a whole bunch more people. And then, like, the whole time I was worried about my uncle because he wasn't coming out of the building and it was on fire. And then he, like, ran out of the building with a whole bunch of really freaky looking dogs, which we do not own. And they attacked the thugs in the street. And that's really kind of all I remember until this morning.
You have really weird dreams.
It wasn't a dream. Like, I have an injury on my hand where he cut me.
Whatever you say, Maddie.
Hey, don't patronize her, okay? She knows what she saw. And besides, it sounds like actually something that I encountered earlier today or yesterday.
Well, actually, you're a paranormal investigator, right?
Yeah.
This is paranormal, right?
Absolutely. They're probably a gang of demon-infested thugs or something. Right?
Well, also, what happened here? Like, the answer she's seeking is what's it called? Paranormal answers, right?
Well, that depends.
Yeah.
Are you talking about the dead, or are you talking about, like, magic?
This compel is for Eddie to think that exactly what is supernatural.
The compel I'm seeing more is this is probably something that would help you continue with her.
Yes. Okay.
As a paranormal investigator, you probably would want to go and you know.
Yeah. This warrants further investigation. However, it does seem similar to an attack near. Oh crap! It was Vernon's place.
Also, didn't your contacts tell you about this attack, like, before I did? Or was that you?
I don't think it was my contacts.
I
ran into the murder on my way home.
Vern lives in a park.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Vern lives in a park. He told me about the murder. I investigated there. My contacts said the Legion are expanding.
Because they were driven out
Yeah.
of their old stomping grounds, which is where I live.
Well,
And
I'm
destroying.
just saying that you can't really call it Vernon's place.
Mhm.
Central Park.
Yeah. Not exactly. Vernon's sleeping place?
Question mark?
Question mark indeed. Regardless, yeah, there were some pretty grisly murders there, and it would appear as though the evidence point to the Legion being the perpetrators due to the dismemberments and axe symbols that were carved into the wood. Either that or someone is trying really hard to frame them, which seems unlikely.
Do you really want to get involved in a gang war?
It seems like Madeline's already involved for some reason. Do you have any idea why they'd attack here? I mean...
You kind of know why they would attack here. They basically told you why they attacked here.
They did?
Yep.
Crap, I forget.
Parvis. They wanted Parvis. Parvis saw something.
Parvis saw something? Shit.
He saw them, like cut out the tongue of one of the homeless guys.
Okay, yeah, and Parvis told me that before he ratted out to wherever he went.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, if any of them made it out alive, then they already know that you saw them, Madeline, so... Trying to stay out of involvement might be a little late for that.
I don't know how to put this to you exactly, but I seriously doubt any of them made it out alive.
See, I don't think Parvis ran before... out of character. Parvis ran away before Uncle Guy used his magic, right?
No.
No. He definitely got chased away by what's it called?
The dogs?
By the dog.
Oh. So then he told me about the dogs as well. And he knows...
No, it only put through 3.
He also knows that Uncle Guy summoned them.
Well, Maddie, if you need a place to stay, I know a really nice abandoned warehouse.
Is that a bit of an oxymoron?
No. Your standards are too high.
Standards like heating and running of water?
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
No, I think what we need to do is go try to find out what my uncle does in that back room all the time.
Oh, but you don't want for them to know that you're onto them. That's dangerous. It makes you a target.
Well, I'm apparently already a target. They firebombed my house.
Oh, not the
Oh no,
not the Legion. Then I mean your uncle and those like him. Who knows what he does back there?
Thanks, cookies.
I don't understand. If my uncle protected me, then why would he hurt me?
Sorry, out of character. I'm trying to take the conspiracy angle here. All right, back in character. I don't know. But the only thing suspicious, he's trying to hide all this from you?
Yes, I do. That's why I want to know.
Maybe he's just trying to protect her.
Or maybe he's a secret ghost or vampire. Zombie?
He's not dead. He's my
Demon?
uncle. He made that bacon you're eating. How is he supposed to do that if he's a demon?
I don't know.
That's kind of judgmental to say that demons can't cook.
I'm not a demonologist. All I'm saying is you can't rule it out.
Well,
Either way,
yeah, but if I'm
hasn't
living with a demon, maybe I should know.
he been doing this all these years without you noticing?
Well, I've only been here for 3 months.
Oh. I see.
Can I have a compel?
Why?
Because I'm too curious for my own good.
All right, you're right. Can't get you in. There you go. All right. So here's what I'm going to say. Everyone, please go to Obsidian Portal and make sure that the character on Obsidian Portal actually reflects your stats and things on there. So,
Yeah, we should totally find out what's in the basement. I'm gonna go over and see if the door's locked.
I actually don't have any stats on this at all.
No, do I.
on Obsidian Portal?
Yeah, there's like a list of skills, but none of them have an amount next to them.
Yes, I know. I didn't fill in people's stats or things.
Mine seems
Okay.
correct.
Is the door to the basement locked?
Door to the basement is locked.
Yeah, but isn't he just like in the other room? Did he actually leave for a time? Like leave the house?
Left for a time.
Okay. Wait. No, it could be booby trapped or monitored or be cameras or tripwires.
Maybe burglary, correct?
Yes.
It's a store. Do you think he's strapped a bomb to the door? I see him open it all the time.
It's like a padlock. Caitlin goes in there, pulls out something, jams it in the lock, jiggles it about, and it just pops off.
Thanks, Kit. I'm gonna try to open the door.
All right. You can open the door. It leads down another set of stairs to another door with a deadbolt lock on it.
Ooh, she rubs her hands together. Now we're talking. There must be something awesome down here.
Also,
Possibly a whole lot of mad dogs.
Admittedly, the thing is, you've been down here sometime before. This is the storage room. Like the other stuff that he keeps up in the store there, like you store the stuff down here. It's behind 2 locks because he doesn't want anyone breaking in. And the first one's only really there when he's not in the store.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to declare it's another. Alright, that's 2, 3. Alright, you got it.
Okay.
So Caitlin pulls out the same bobby pin, jams it into the lock, click, click, and it's open.
Where'd you pick that up?
Words with your uncle about hiding stuff. They make much better locks than this.
Now, these are pretty good locks. You're just good at picking.
Yes.
so what? The next tier is like fingerprint enabled.
Oh, you can't do that. Magic.
Oh yeah. I guess it'd be like a combination lock or something, but yeah. Oh, good job.
Right. So you
Wait.
open up the door, and you go down into the storeroom. There are lights down in there, but they burn out rather frequently. See, you go in, you turn on the lights, they won't start.
Suspicious.
I'm gonna
Wait,
start.
let me scan the room for dangers. Let me. I think I'm gonna do an investigation roll to look around the room.
Yes, investigation to search the room. Looking around the room with alertness, it reveals several rows of shelves with various containers on there. Madeline,
Mm-hmm.
you're following along also, I'm guessing?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm getting blown. My phone's getting blown up by my schoolmates about a project we're trying to work on, and life is crazy. Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean... So, you know most of the stuff and where it is, because, like, he'll hand you the key to go down here every so often, and,
Mhm.
you know, organize things. And really, some of this stuff are old things that he used to sell, that he keeps around for some reason.
Mhm.
Like, and it's just you don't know why he needs all this stuff. Like,
Things in dusty boxes and so on.
I mean, if push comes to shove, you could probably need 90% of the stuff in here. There are some certain things that I don't know what that is. You always told me about the stuff.
Okay. No mysterious silver coins, I hope.
No.
Okay, so is there another door? A suspicious rug on the floor?
Not that you can see.
Hmm.
Eddie,
Yes.
you did an investigation of 3.
Yes.
I mean, you think there might be, like, there has to be something more than this, but you just can't find it.
Interesting.
And really, if you want to take several hours and thoroughly search this area, you can do that. Like, there is no secret that cannot be found from a thorough tossing of a room. Because
Yeah.
20 on my search check.
all right, oh, that's basically what it
I
is.
know.
Do we have the time though?
Admittedly, you could also try to roll again and spend chips if you like.
Yeah.
Or do some other stuff that would enable you to do like establish some aspects, maybe do some other rolls, and then try to find it again. So I want you to ask questions, do things. You're in this room.
All right. So what's so a bunch of boxes that all over the place, I assume, with things. Anything that looks, occult-like or
A lot of this stuff. Nearly everything down here you think could be used in occult rituals. And that's mostly because like we've seen Harry make potions out of fucking romance novels.
An espresso.
Yeah, like
oh yeah.
you go to your grocery store and most of the stuff you find there can be used in magic. Like, admittedly, there's certain stuff here that seems to tilt a little more towards that way. Like, there is some really weird ingredient stuff. Roll me lore, though.
Okay.
Right. All right. You think at least a few of these items, like maybe 1 in 10, is not genuine. Especially of some of the more stuff, like, there's a bottle that's labeled unicorn tear bottles, and they're little tiny things that are on strings and keychains. You're like, those are probably fake.
Yeah.
of course, Madeline, you've heard your dad, your uncle, sell those things to people. You know they're fake. You've made most of them in the faucet.
Yep, that's fake. That's fake. Anything here that looks recently moved or used?
Give me another investigation roll. That's another 3.
Yep.
Would you like to spend any chips?
I think I will, because I have a million things I could use here.
All right.
I'm going to go with something's just not right here, but I have to know what, because the truth is out there.
All right.
And I'll spend chip.
That's a 5. Is that all you want to get? Admittedly, 5 is superb.
Yeah.
Which is above the thing of there. So do you want to stop at superb?
Yeah, let's stop at superb.
Alrighty then. You do notice that there seems to be a few crates in the corner that look like they've been moved. So you go over to the corner, you start moving those crates, and you find a trapdoor.
All right. I'll call...
It takes all 3 of you to move these crates, and please give me someone with the highest might, give me a might check +1.
I have 1 might.
I might have 1 might. I don't know. Brendan, did you ever find where you wrote my stats down?
I did not.
Poop. Okay.
Well, you don't need to have it if you don't want, because I have 1 might, at least for the purposes of this roll.
Well, yes, but she could have 2 might for the purposes of this roll, even if she only has 1. Heck, Steph has 1 might for the purposes of this roll.
Eddie will call the other 2 over. Hey, I think they're selling behind these crates. Looks like a trapdoor. Help me move them.
Okay.
So I guess I'll go ahead and run. You said plus another 1?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. With good, you're able to move it out of the way. You can definitely see that there's a trap door with a with what looks to be a iron handle.
Maddie, you ever been down here?
Nope. I'm not even really ever in the storeroom without my uncle, like, with me or sending me for a specific thing and shouting down the stairs if I take too long. So, no, I didn't even know it was here.
All right, it's not locked, right? Let's open it.
All right. So you reach down to the handle. I need you to make me a discipline check.
Ruh-roh. What is this discipline of which you speak?
All right.
If there's a surprise thing, I could also roll alertness maybe to jerk back, but we'll see what you have planned.
No, you can't.
Ah,
So Eddie reaches down, grabs the handle, and he stops. And he doesn't move. Travis, you can be quiet until I say. All right?
all right.
Wait,
Eddie?
actually, no. Here, Travis. Here's a chip. Would you like that chip?
Hmm.
You can buy off this chip.
Is it like a contextless buy off? Or
Let's just say it's you got hit with a spell.
you know what? I rolled a -1. I'll just take it.
All right. I mean, I'm glad you took it at 1. I was prepared to give you at least 2. So anyway, so I have control of your character for a little bit. Eddie pauses, and he just freezes there with his hand on it, just holding it in place.
Eddie?
You okay?
He doesn't. Madeline, what do you do?
I'm asking Eddie if he's okay.
All right. Eddie, like, let's go to the thing. Shakes his head. Seems like he. Eddie, you're in control. You don't remember why you're down here. In fact, you've got the feeling that you should probably get out of here as quickly as possible.
We should go, guys. I don't. It's no point. Just go.
You don't even remember that trap door. You can't see it. It's a blank spot on the floor right now.
All right. Well, we should just go, guys. There's no reason to be here.
But the trapdoor is right here.
What?
Why wouldn't you open it?
You're not making any sense. There's nothing here.
Roll me a conviction.
Me?
Yeah.
All right. What do I have for conviction? Okay. Oh boy.
All right. Or you can see the trap door.
Okay. Wait. But does the feeling remains that we shouldn't be here and should leave?
Go. Yeah.
No, it doesn't matter. Okay, we should just go.
Nope.
But this is ridiculous. What happened? You were all on board for this, and you wanted to open the door, and now you're saying that you don't?
Hey, Eddie, you should just start walking upstairs.
I'm not gonna be a part of this. Okay, just shouldn't be down here. Shouldn't go through there.
Fine.
And he walks away.
I'm gonna go to wrench the door open.
All right. I need you to make me a discipline test.
All right, hold on. Let's see if I have a thing. I have some stats I remember. Nope, it deleted it again. Why does it do that every time?
On Roll20 or?
Yeah, I have a list of my skills, and every single game I put numbers next to them and save it, and then go back to make sure that it'll be there, and then when I open it again, they're gone. The skills that I wanted to have are still there.
No, I will look into that.
Okay.
Huh.
Because I knew that discipline was one of my chosen things.
Yeah, I know.
So,
Eddie,
I want...
yeah, admittedly, all of what Eddie said, you didn't really hear. He just kind of mumbled it.
Okay.
So, Eddie, you walk upstairs. You get upstairs, and as soon as you walk out of the house, you go, wait. You remember.
Okay.
So he looks around for a second and then like throws his hands up the air. Like, oh, what the hell? He storms back in.
How do I do this again? What's the roll?
It will be /R space 4DF plus whatever number you have in that stat.
Too late to prevent it. Eddie runs back down and yells, "Don't touch it! It's trapped!"
Okay, I'd also like to add a thing.
All right.
With my discipline thing about the vampire.
Yes.
Right. So does that add 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Throw chip on the table.
Cheap.
All right. Is that the only thing you're adding, or do you want to go greater than 4?
Do I know what I'm trying to reach?
No.
That's the
Okay.
magic of Dresden.
All right.
You don't.
Let me see if I have anything else I can.
Admittedly, you can also do things that go to your motivation. So,
Yeah. Could I tag like unknown family secrets? This is the kind of thing that's been bothering me my whole life, and it's to do with my blood. Like it may not necessarily be blood magic, but it's to do with me. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll do that too, and then I'll get me to a 6, and then I'm gonna stop.
Okay. All right. The threshold was 4. You would have tied it, which would have meant it would have still won.
Okay.
However, it only would have affected you. It would have affected you less severely than it affected Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you kind of feel like as you touch it, you hear a semi-familiar whispering in the back of your mind, saying, "Forget this ever happened. Turn away, walk upstairs, and just leave. Forget any of this. You weren't down here."
So I may have found this trapdoor like several dozen times at this point.
Oh yeah, no. No, it is highly possible that your character has had this happen before, but now you beat it.
Mm-hmm.
And Millie, if you had just stopped at 4, what would have happened is you would have paused. You would have done it. I would have handed you a chip,
Mm-hmm.
and then you would have been like, "Oh, I'm here," like because it was going to be a fragile aspect, basically a one-time use, and then it's gone. So
Mm-hmm.
you would have just gotten really confused for a moment, and then been like, "Wait, what's going on?" But here, you've beaten it. So yeah, you push it away with the fact that you've dealt with this kind of thing before, and your desire to know just pushes back there. And with an effort of will, if you want to, you can open the door.
Right. I want to.
All right. So yeah, you put the door open. There's a pop and a fizz and like almost a sort of static charge in your arm that nearly makes you drop the handle. Give me an endurance roll, please.
I don't think I have any of that. Let me
You should
check.
have at least 1 point. I know I tried to give you 1 point because that will give you 3 bubbles in health.
Okay. And
So-
I have 3 on my thing, so that makes sense.
I believe your presence and your endurance I put at once.
Okay.
3, you're able to hold on and not drop the door. Admittedly, dropping the door wouldn't have done much. You've already broken the spell.
Mm-hmm.
But it just, the spell ending, and then it was like, drop it. It shocked me. Yeah.
Right. I'm probably cursing loudly at this point.
Did you go for zombie on me?
No, she didn't go zombie on you. She paused for like a second, then she wrenched the door open.
Okay.
And you could hear the
Whoa.
pop.
She beat
And,
it.
who here has a cell phone on them?
Me.
All right, it's dead. Anyone who has a cell phone, dead.
Like out of battery or like fried forever?
It smokes.
So smoke starts coming out of
Oh well.
Actually, Maddie, it's you two. I can say are far away. Maddie, it's your phone that does it.
But I'm in my pajamas. Do I have my phone?
All right.
everyone's phone lives.
Should we do like some sort of percentile roll? Whether or not I have my phone on me?
Oh no, Eddie's phone's dead already because Eddie got hit by the spell.
You're right. Damn it. Anyways, Eddie's like, whoa. You beat
Your
it.
phone's not dead. All of the data in your phone has been erased. It reset your phone. It didn't kill your phone. It's
Oh, your phone forgot everything.
Anyways, Eddie's like, whoa, you beat it?
Beat what? It's a damn door. Some idiot put a wire under here or something. It shocked me.
No, it's like you don't get it. I touched it and then I forgot like why we were here. And I wanted to leave, even though I didn't. And I don't.
Alright, here's another chip. Alright, so
I'm gonna touch the door handle and see what it does.
nothing.
Nope, Eddie, you're full of crap.
Not crazy. I'm not crazy.
Alright, Eddie, would you care to examine the door?
Yes.
Alright, roll me more. So, Maddie, you know that what happened there isn't natural. This is something that's probably not going to. This is a compel against your unfamiliar with the supernatural to make you scared of what's going on. Maybe more cautious. Maybe you actually want to leave. Not want to press forward. It's different than your non-belief because this is the problem of confronting the actual, real supernatural things. Like, you just went up to a spell and beat it. Like, that's not normal. So you can take it and either start being a little more scared, or you could try to say, well, I have this other aspect that is a way that I could play that off and not be scared. It's up to you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sorry, I muted myself because I was eating chips. I said, I definitely think that she would be scared in this situation, but with her current desire to know what's going on and her personality being what it is, I don't think that she would stop. I think that she probably would be very, very cautious and nervous.
Well, then you can just take that chip and be
Okay.
really cautious and nervous. Like, you could have, I could see you taking the chip and then compelling naive, going, she doesn't know enough to be scared of this. Like, the naive college girl could have helped, and I'll get to the bottom of this is, no, I'm scared, but, I'm seeing...
Nope, I think she's scared. I'd be scared, wouldn't you?
You probably don't want to go down there first. If you want to go down there first, then I'm going to need that chip back for you to tag either the other thing or something else. All right?
Okay.
Matilda can't lead. Madeline can't lead from here on out. But yeah, there is a...
So, yeah, well, the door is open.
Yeah. It is a dark pit with what looks to be the top rungs of a ladder that you can see.
Hey Eddie, you like ladders, right?
Ladders? Ladders are fine. Pits into nothingness, maybe not so good.
Does anyone have a flashlight?
Oh, sure. I have one on my phone. Like, what the hell?
Does your phone have one as a built-in factory app? Or...
Technically, my real iPhone does. I don't know if Eddie's is good enough to have that. Well, so assume he had an app, a downloaded app, and now he's like, what the hell? My phone is blank.
I'm gonna go down.
It's not even factory default. It's, wiped. You're going to need to re-download it to factory default.
Okay,
Great.
I'm gonna go grab a flashlight, and I'm gonna sprint upstairs and grab a flashlight from the closet, the closet of random shit everyone has in their house,
Yeah.
and run back down.
So what do I find down in the dark pit?
All right. So Kitlin goes on down. It's actually not that deep. It's just completely unlit.
Mhm.
Like you go down. There seems to be a floor. It feels like you should hear water dripping, but you don't.
Okay.
It is pitch black.
Kit, what's down there?
The only light you have is coming from up above.
Mm-hmm.
And even that is dark. Because I remember describing it as a dark room up there.
Yeah.
So you hear Kit climb, and then you almost hear, like, feet hit the ground.
Hey, Kit, what's down there? You okay? Kit, speak to me.
Roll me a discipline test.
Oh God, they got Kit.
Am I back yet?
Here's a chuckle. Eddie, you hear the most infuriating sound. The stifled laughter of Kit.
Kit, what the hell? Who knows what's down there? This isn't a game.
Yes, it is.
Maddie, where's that flashlight?
Here. And I got some candles too.
Good.
I'm having a great time. I don't know what your problem is.
Gee, I wonder. All right, so Eddie, I'll go down there.
Right. Eddie, you go down there with a flashlight. You start, shining it around. It seems as if there has been a space constructed almost directly beneath the floorboards of the floor above. Very similar to, I don't know if this is going to be a reference that Travis will get, or possibly Sarah, but I know Steph will understand. Like in the new blue room at the Haven, between the two tiers, where there's just that floor, and you basically hear almost everything up and below from there.
Did you guys see the old movie Sleepy Hollow?
Don't think so.
Well,
I mean, I get what you're talking about. Like,
Okay.
I understand.
okay, so this is what I'm envisioning right now. One of my friends is living in a row house in downtown Frederick. She has like a stone basement. And the floor over top is literally just the hardwood floor that you walk on, and like you can see the cracks and the light between them and stuff.
Yes.
Is that what you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay.
Only the floor here, some of it is stone, some more of it seems to be dirt. Actually, no, it's all stone. It's all stone, but it kind of slopes inward to a bigger bowl shape in the center.
Mm-hmm.
And in the center, there seems to be an altar that is covered in blood. Like, not 100% covered in blood, but there is obviously dried blood, or what looks to be dried blood, on this altar. And there are various pentagrams on the ground, and a depiction of a goat's head, and all sorts of other stuff around.
Holy shit.
And candles, and admittedly, you can, as you go, of course, Eddie, you see what looks to be a steel ring with rebar that's been sort of welded to a pentagram. And the altar is to the side of that. It's not involved in that. And there is an outside ring, you notice, around there, sort of where the bowl starts to form down. There's another outside ring that has stuff. You can definitely smell the scent of blood down here. Up above the floor, there's a whole bunch of other scents that mingle, but here they're all muted, and you can definitely smell the coppery scent of dried blood down here.
Whoa. Guys, I think this is like a sacrificial altar.
Oh shit, Sherlock.
Okay, we can go upstairs now.
Game only got not fun.
The hell is all this? Literally.
Oh yeah, you can also smell the remnants of sulfur down here.
Oh no, it's totally a gas leak. Totally.
Are there bodies?
There seems to, there doesn't seem to be bodies. There seems to be some bones.
Human or animal?
But they look animal.
Yeah, I'm going upstairs.
Is there anything like around like books, etc., or is it just these like grisly things?
Roll me a investigation.
I don't think I have that. I don't know. Oh, I do. I have that. Okay.
Hey, you could have had Eddie do it also.
My
Yeah.
curiosity has been
Yeah,
cited.
you are. You don't know.
Horrified.
You don't know if there's a ladder anymore. Like you're too focused on the fuck looking for books. Like
I don't know if my own head is still attached.
-3. Wow. -4 rather.
because you're fairly certain that one of those things in there is a dog's skull because you see the collar.
Is it what?
Dog's skull.
Is it a familiar looking collar? Does the skull look burned?
It is a somewhat familiar looking collar. One of the neighbors, you've seen it on missing dog posters that were up a couple years ago in your neighborhood.
But she's only lived here for a couple months.
Oh, all right.
No, I've been in the city and visiting that long. I haven't lived here until recently. Well, fuck. This is not what I expected to find.
I'm gonna go start looking for some vodka.
No, he dumped all that out.
Is the dog's skull like on the altar or just around?
It's in a pile of bone. Basically, you go searching, you find this thing that distracts you from the thing you're searching for.
Okay. I'm gonna. Is it gory or is it clean looking?
The stone they haven't been bleached by the sun, and it was fairly grisly, but they've been cleaned of most of their meat, if not all of it, possibly from age. There is a certain stench of rot down here and death.
Hey.
Are you looking around?
I'm going to extremely gingerly pick the dog's skull up.
All right. Eddie, we know what Madeline's doing. Eddie, what are you doing? And hello, Mr. Connor.
gonna call down the basement stairs. I'm going to the bar!
Travis, poke poke.
Yes, I heard you. So wait, Kitlin is leaving.
Kitlin is climbing up the stairs. Kitlin's like, peace, I'm out. Actually, no, you can't. Curiosity.
I found out what's at the end of the tunnel.
You haven't found all the secrets.
Yes, you need to go rifling through all the belongings.
Compel. You wanted to compel. You wanted a chip. No, take it.
I took it, and I found out what's behind all the locked doors.
Haven't found all the secrets. You're going with them. If you want to leave, you have to use your will. Use your will. Use it. Do you have something else in there that will let you counter compel now that this situation is vastly changed?
Don't you have some sort of cowardly aspect?
No, that's Parvis.
Okay.
Parvis, I would have been said, here's a chip for you to run. You go, yep, that's what you do.
I thought you had a looking out for number one kind of aspect.
I have my friends are closer than family.
Oh, see, that's the opposite of that.
Oh, they're closer than family, huh? Closer than family.
Fine, I'll stay.
All right. So, which one of them are you making closer than family right now?
Maddie.
Maddie, you have a Kitlin pressed against you.
Hi, Kit.
He is obviously terrified.
Let's go upstairs and I'll make some tea. I'm bringing this with me, though.
Welcome back, Connor.
No, let's go to the bar. The bar is nice.
Can you hear us, Connor? I'm guessing not. Or maybe you can't speak, which some might call a blessing, but I call a major disservice to you to be in this game. Anyway.
The bar is nice. You'll like the bar.
Yeah, there's nothing saying. Well, no, you're still curious. You still need to know what is going on here. And you're not leaving your friends. But it's more like, can we hurry up and figure out what's everything that's going on here so I can go? It's more of what's being said.
Okay. Well, do you want to look around really quick? I mean, I'm right here. We might as well know. I don't want to come back down here.
I'm waiting for Eddie to say what he's doing.
Oh, okay.
He's investigating. God damn it, I'm better than that.
Would you like to spend chips?
I am an intrusive investigator. Actually, I might already do that too because I already have investigator. But I'm a ghost-speaking paranormal investigator. This qualifies as paranormal investigating.
Yep, you are investigating something paranormal. Even if it's not a paranormal thing, you're investigating. So that will work.
I'll just do a +2 instead of reroll.
That's actually a good idea. So yeah, so you're happy with a 4?
Yep.
All right. So yeah, you actually find a couple books and some things. One of them says. Hey, Connor. So one of them says. One of them seems to be Romy lore.
Oh.
And then roll me contacts. Tell me which is which.
First is lore. I consistently get 2 for lore. Interesting. Second is contacts. Are you kidding me?
All right.
Hold on a second for that contacts. I probably can't, actually. Unless, actually... Yeah. One of my aspects is Outcasts Unite. Would it follow that I know some weirdos who are into this occult stuff that would help me with the context roll here?
Oh no! Contacts isn't for that. It's the book. All right, you find basically 2 books. One of it seems to be a ledger, and one of them seems to be a spell book.
Ah, okay.
One of these things is to understand the ledger. The other is to a ledger which talks about events in the city. The other is to talk about the spell book. So.
Okay. Oh, so as a well-off weirdo, thinking that I had decent education, could I use that to increase the roll to understand the ledger?
Probably your connections would be better for that one still.
Okay, the Outcast Unite.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, I'll spend a chip to increase that to a... Well, you know what? I'm just going to re-roll that one because I got a -2 for that. That's atrocious.
All right. Minus.
Or I'm going to get the same fucking thing. Thanks, dice.
Yeah, that's why you usually just spend the chip. Anyway, so you're Outcast United and didn't fucking help you. Yeah. Unfortunately, the people here, you can't see what's going on. You think that these are events that are going on, like it seems that this is like a to-do list of various activities. The last on the list is vandalize graffiti church. It hasn't been crossed off yet.
What the heck is this?
But there is basically obtain beloved pooch, seduce a woman of virtue, corrupt man of honor. All of these have lines through it.
Whoa, your uncle is into some weird shit.
You think? Like, look at this place. What the hell is all this?
Look at this list.
Yeah,
He's like doing these weird things. I don't know why. Like, no, this is. It's like it's for something. I don't know.
All right. The other thing, you look through the other book. They seem to be like rituals and poems and various dossiers on what you can only think are various other world entities. Most of them are demons. They also have some notes that are pretty easy there, which is prefers to defile holy places, only deals in stolen children, enjoys the corruption of the virtuous.
So what's the thing? What's the thing that likes to be? I want to know more about the thing that likes to be in desecrated holy places. If the thing not crossed off is desecrated holy place.
It is the Houndmaster. That the name says Houndmaster.
Is there a picture of any hounds in said book?
No, there are no drawings of it. There are vague descriptions of it. It seems like it is a tall being cloaked in black. It reads off a description of it there. Under its usual benefits, but it seems like this is a book of supernatural contacts for demons.
Oh, I think your uncle's a demon summoner.
That doesn't sound good.
Same as Satanist.
Are there any
I've heard
references
of-
to
I've
dark
heard of
princes
these-
in any of these things?
No.
Possibly both. I've heard of some of my contacts have told me of these these people. They're kind of like wizards, but they specialize in summoning demons, doing their bidding.
Why would you ever want to do that?
Power.
Roll me alertness.
Finally something I hopefully can't screw up.
Oh, by the way, did you guys close the doors on your way down?
Nope.
No.
What? No?
Nope. Wouldn't want to get locked in.
Well, I mean, the top one only had the what's it called?
The
The
padlock.
padlock. Anyway, so
No, I think I would have left it open because I needed the light to get down the stairs.
all right. Oh yeah, you were locked on the stairs. So all right. So Eddie, you think you hear footsteps up in the house?
Oh shit! He's back! Run! Everyone out! He moves quickly towards the ladder and starts climbing.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab Kit's hand and
Start
drag her.
moving pretty freaking fast.
All right, so I'll get up the ladder. Like, quick, move the crate, close the door, move the crates.
All right, I'm going to need everyone to make me athletics tests, and you're going to need to be superb.
Rip. I don't. I have no athletics. That's literally impossible.
I don't intend to try.
So are you just gonna stay there, down there in the pit area, or?
No, I'm gonna carry the book slowly up the ladder.
All right.
Oh, is that just to carry the books up the ladder?
No. That's to get up the ladder before he gets down the stairs.
Oh. Oh well. Nope. I can't just fly up the ladder.
Yeah. So Eddie, you hear. What's this?
Alright, that was quick like a fox.
All right.
You gonna try to hide in the storeroom?
And that one's for my high concept.
All right.
So I hit your superb.
All right. You just hit, or do you want to surpass?
I don't know what else I could take. So I'm just gonna hit.
All right. So Caitlin gets up out of things. She's there just as Madeline's uncle comes downstairs. He looks. He sees Caitlin. He sees that. He draws his gun and he points it at her. Hold it right there.
She holds her hands up. Don't shoot.
What are you doing? Who the hell are you?
I'm Caitlin.
By the way, you can all hear this.
I know.
Who is that on the? Who is that coming up the ladder? 'Cause ding, ding, ding.
Maddie.
Tell him it's you.
Hello, Uncle.
Oh no! It's Eddie. Eddie is coming up the ladder.
Okay.
Eddie's coming up the ladder next because Eddie tried. Yeah, we had the scramble of people,
I know. I'm just saying it up the hole.
Eddie, he's like, what are you two doing down here? Where's Madeline?
I'm right here.
Kind of looks, as you go up, the gun kind of goes down. What are you doing?
You lied to me.
I told you not to come down here. You are so grounded.
I'm 26 years old. You cannot ground me, and you've been lying to me all this time. How many times have I found that trap door and you made me forget?
I did not make you forget.
You tried to tell me that I was drunk yesterday and that I had a weird dream. But that's not true, is it?
Truth is relative.
He has a point.
Then Eddie will say, truth is truth. Perception is relative.
You just...
Does he point the gun at Eddie?
No, he doesn't point. He's... In fact, the gun's going away.
All right.
The gun was... He got into his store and he thought, holy shit, maybe someone broke in.
Oh.
And he saw someone he didn't recognize climb up there. Now, if you had spent more, I would have said, do you want to hide? And that would have, let you be up in there and either go, no, I just get out.
How does he not recognize me when he saw me unconscious in Maddie's room?
Yeah, well, he saw you unconscious, but he doesn't know who the hell you are.
Oh, okay.
He might know who you are, but you're not Maddie. You're not someone who has permission to be down here or any excuse to be down here. Like, if Maddie had been down here, had been like, I was just getting some stuff, and he would have been like, don't ever come down here, been like angry for a second, and then like, going away. But no, anyway, so back to this. He's kind of looking at you, he's like, I did not make you forget. He seems very adamant about that point.
But the thing on the door, it tried to make me forget. I didn't want to. It sounded like you whispering in my ear.
It did not sound like him. Did not sound like him at all.
Okay.
The voice was more feminine, actually.
Okay.
Well,
why did you lie to me this morning?
Why
Would you prefer for me to think that I'm insane?
Worship Satan.
Wait, who's worshiping Satan? He's shouting at me to worship Satan?
No. You were talking, and Caitlin, in the middle of you, interrupted and said, "Why do you worship Satan?" And your very reason and calm question that he didn't have a quick or easy answer to, and he didn't really want to listen to and didn't want to hear because he's totally terrified, just got overridden in his brain by the quick and easy anger response of, I don't worship Satan. There are... It's like, I don't worship anything. I'm agnostic.
Why is there an altar in your basement?
Because it's the family business.
Blood sacrifice is the family business?
That's one of the ways. Several of the entities desire death or blood.
Is that why my parents didn't want me to come here?
Yes.
Do they know about this too?
Yes.
So you've all been lying to me my whole life.
We all wanted you to have a normal life. Admittedly, I didn't want you to find out about this in this way, but you can't really go back to being a doctor once someone tells you, by the way, demons are real. And they'll give you things.
Why?
But at what price?
Very negotiable prices if you have a good reputation, which my name gets me.
What do they do for you then?
They let me save your life.
Well, I'm grateful for that, but I'm still pretty pissed off that you lied to me about it.
True, but
I was scared. I wanted you to comfort me. I didn't want you to lie to me.
it's the best option. It still is the best option.
Well, it's a little late when there's zombie women resurrecting gunshot victims and demon dogs tearing people apart and...
Wait. Someone resurrected someone.
Well, he was dying, and then he couldn't die.
Wait. Was he dying or was he dead? Because that is very important.
His heart was not beating anymore. I was trying to resuscitate him. And then he seemed to recover, but not. He wasn't bleeding, and he should have been.
Quick question: has Eddie had a chance to hear this news before now? Because you're probably busy talking about the arson and battle.
Apparently not. Apparently you didn't. Unless
What?
Matt says no, I totally told him about that.
No, I didn't tell him about that.
No one.
I was too freaked out by the most recent thing when he came over.
All right. Look, if there's someone that is that powerful of a dark wizard here, you need to be careful.
Well, how could I have known to be careful if you didn't tell me anything?
Most people don't. Most people they're protected. There's a group of assholes who go around making sure other assholes aren't too much of assholes, and they do it by being assholes to the assholes. Does it make any sense?
No. You sound like you're talking about the police.
Yes, they're kind of like the police, but for the spooky side.
Well, what is the spooky side? What is this? I'm like shaking the book in his face.
Which book? The spell book or the ledger of stuff?
Both, presumably.
Oh, both of the books are titled The Lists.
Okay.
Well, actually, no. The book of spells is called The List, and the other one says Uncle's Name Personal List.
Okay.
Oh, actually, it was Favors Owed. Basically, the other one. That's what the other one says.
Okay.
It's nothing that you need to concern yourself with.
But how can I be careful and look out for the spooky side and tell you things that you're supposed to know if I don't even know about you?
Oh, no. I don't have anything to do with the assholes except that they'll cut my head off if I step out of line. Which is part of the reason why I didn't want you to get involved. Because the fear of having to, worry about that is pretty huge. Also,
Nobody told me about them.
your wizard caster.
No.
Fuck. He looks at Eddie and go, you're... Hold out your hand. Hold out your hand. Eddie.
Yes. Oh, I didn't know you were talking to Eddie. Yeah, he does it.
All right. He goes and he grabs your hand. He's like, son of a bitch. You two can't be here. You two can't fucking hear this.
What?
What?
Anything of what I'm going to tell him.
Why not?
Because the assholes don't like people knowing about them.
Of course not, because they want to hide. They want to hide from the truth, from the world, so that they don't see what we're
Oh,
doing.
shut up, you fruitcake. Half of everything you say is fucking bullshit, and I'm tired pretending that you're some kind of on the right track. Seriously, comb your goddamn hair. I summon fucking demons, and I look better than you.
What? My hair doesn't have anything to do with it. You.
Yes, it has everything to do with your fucking credibility.
It's good enough for the History Channel. It's good enough for real life. Okay, buddy?
I don't want to leave, Maddie.
But I don't need to hear this, you demon lover.
What makes me any different from them?
Your blood.
Okay, clarification. My blood makes me different, or I am related to him?
The fact that you're related to him, basically.
Okay. Would you guys please give me a minute?
But they have to protect you.
Yeah, she's not going anywhere. All right, out of character, I'm going to explain something to you guys. As the White Council of Wizards, which is what this guy has been dancing around for quite some time and not actually.
Yep, I got that.
Absolutely frowns upon telling mortals about magic and wizards and everything, which precludes Eddie outright. All right?
Even though he is also a dabbler of sorts?
Eddie, do you actually try to cast spells?
No.
No. Then he's technically a more... Admittedly, all right, here's what's going to happen. If he tells Eddie, absolutely nothing bad is going to happen to him. All right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, if he tells 20 Eddies, people are going to get upset with him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was trying to not tell one Eddie, so he doesn't eventually one Eddie himself all the way up to 20.
Yep.
Also, Eddie is kind of the crackpot guy. Done there. But also, Eddie, you don't want to go because the fucking truth is out there. He's apparently just questioned your entire belief in the world and said that half of what you say is absolutely wrong, which not many people have the conviction to say that in the way that he did, where he looked at you and it's like I summon demons and you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I put my credentials on the table. Do you want to go see my altar again in my summoning circle? Do you want me to call up a demon and have him laugh at you and then eat you?
All right. So yeah, Eddie will counter back because he's a ghost-speaking paranormal investigator. Like, do you have any idea how many wraiths I've talked to? You think the demons that you're summoning are just your little toys? You think they're not trying to pull the wool over your eyes?
Hey, Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie, take a chip back.
Oh, okay.
Because I gave you a compel to get to the bottom of this, and so what you're doing is you're tagging one of your aspects to say, no, I'm resolving the situation, I'm part of the supernatural community.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
All right. There's you wraiths, you mess with, you interact with ghosts.
Yeah, man. That's the only reason I even knew about any of this shit is ghosts. I talk to them, they talk to me.
Huh. All right, you can stay.
What?
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Maddie.
So as he says that, he looks at you and goes, seems like I'm not the only person who's been lying to you.
That doesn't make it any better.
It wasn't really lying. Well, yes, it was, but would you have believed me?
I'm sorry.
Or would you have said, oh,
I'm-
he's the super crackpot guy who thinks he talks to ghosts and also is a
I'm
conspiracy
kicking
theorist?
Eddie repeatedly in the shin until he shuts up.
Sure.
Doesn't make it better.
Caitlin is apparently breaking down crying and saying she's sorry.
Why are you sorry?
Because I didn't tell you.
What? Do you have a unicorn in your closet?
No.
That would be cool, though, right? Hey, you don't really have one, do you?
No. I has a tail.
A tail? What kind of tail? As in, like,
A story to tell me?
no. Even your uncle is like, you have a tail, okay? Tell us this tale.
Story time.
Maddie, don't freak out. Oh no, wait! I don't have control over it, so
Too late.
she'll pull up her skirt.
So, apparently,
Whoa, Kit. Whoa.
Yeah. Apparently, Maddie, at first you think Kit's trying to flash you, and then you see a foxtail. As his eyes go wide, and you see him shift his gun a little bit over, and his eyes are on Kitlin.
Where did that come from?
I don't know. I was born with it.
Kitsune. He starts speaking in Japanese.
Bless you.
Eyes you. Yes. You know, I could take that off your hand if you want.
No.
I mean, for a small fee, I can totally make sure that you don't have to deal with that anymore.
No.
Can you not try to make random freaky deals with my friends while I'm freaking out?
This is important. I'll explain later.
I know.
I'm sure you clutched the tail a little more. It's mine! Alright.
Why do you want it?
No reason. Maddie, you can see the dollar signs in his eyes. Apparently, whatever he wants from her, he's thinking it's like, it would probably be worth, doing something absolutely horrible in front of you. Like, that's the amount of what she has is worth, apparently. And if you noticed, he said he would charge her a fee to get rid of it.
I'm gonna step between my uncle and Matt and Kit. Like, okay, now that we've established that everyone in this room is a freak besides me, can we just sit down and talk about what all this means?
Oh, you're a freak too, honey. Don't worry.
What the fuck does that mean?
One of us. One of us.
You're from a long line of Diablerists.
What is that?
We deal with beings of, and he lifts up his fingers and quotes, hell.
Why?
Power mostly?
Told you.
The beings of hell are actually pretty willing to grant power to people. They can be bargained with and can be dealt with. Now, they're usually dangerous, and anything you call up will try to kill you. So you definitely need to make sure that your summoning circle is done. And the White Council really kind of frowns upon it, but when that's
What?
really...
Whoa. What's the White Council?
Oh, they're the assholes I was telling you about. They're a bunch of pompous pricks with a whole shit ton of magical power at their disposal, like fry your brain from the inside magical power that they can just do like that. I mean, they can look at you and say some words and throw their hands out, and you'd be engulfed in flames.
Kit?
What?
How did you get horrifically burned again?
The guy threw fire at me.
All right, probably a wizard.
Oh, it's just probably time to go over some other things too.
Go to the
You know
bar.
You know that Parvis guy? Oh, he always seemed kind of ratty, and we made rat puns around him. Well, he can actually turn into a rat.
Wait. You guys have a magic caster who can turn himself into a rat.
No.
No, I don't think so. I think he's just like a ratware, were-rat. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not a thing. It's all magic. Like,
The way he tells it, and acts, and pretty much embodies
I
a
know.
rat.
Shifters, the people who can turn themselves into things, it's all smoke and mirrors. Trust me, I know smoke and mirrors. Our entire family lineage is built on smoke and mirrors. That fucking shop up there is smoke and mirrors.
Kit kind of crosses her hands over her chest. She's like, what I do is not smoke and mirrors.
Okay, no. All right. I know, you're special. You're like one of the only ones that isn't just, some kind of, it isn't just kind of a magic trick.
All right, and he starts going on a rant. Like, no, you don't get it. He's like, Parvis told me, right? He's like the Illuminati. They gather these people, or these rats, and they turn them into people.
You
Turn
do
the people
know
into
that there's
rats.
no such thing as the Illuminati? So that's the first hint. He was fucking with you.
Well, no, not the actual Illuminati. I told him they're Illuminati, probably. But it doesn't matter. There's someone out there is doing weird things.
Yeah, a lot of people are doing weird things. Apparently, you just figured out I'm doing weird things.
Well, yeah, this is pretty weird.
If it's any consolation, I'm not the only one.
You didn't sacrifice any people down there, right?
Of course not.
Animals?
Of course.
A horse?
There
Of
is no
course.
law that says that I cannot sacrifice animals for spells. None. None whatsoever. I can't do it to people. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Magic. There are 7 laws. If you violate any one of them, they cut your head off.
The assholes?
Yes, the assholes.
That's why they're assholes.
At this point, I think I'm just standing there, like, blinking and
Wait, are they
staring.
the Illuminati?
No, I don't have enough talent. They're huge pricks. You can't get in unless you have like a certain level of ability. Like, I actually look. Our family, we're not actually casters per se. We're ritualists, which means that we study and we do it anyway. We do it through sacrifices. We do it through invocation of words of power. Some of us can learn to we can eventually sometimes learn to actually use our own stuff through various rituals and rites. But mainly, the difference between what I do and a wizard is I'm basically a one-trick pony. I mean, I can do a whole bunch of stuff that calls up demons, and a lot of times the demons can be contracted and bargained with to do various things or grant certain things, like that ward on the door. That ward was put there by, one of the demons in that book. Maybe I have to contract with her again.
Her?
Yes, her. Succubus. They're really
Yeah.
good, you know.
Yeah, she was talking to me in my brain. I didn't like it.
Yeah, some people don't. A lot of, you know. But, alright, how about this? How about we lock up down here, so in case someone else comes in, they don't come down, I don't have to shoot them or anything. And then we can have a sort of talk.
Okay, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm putting my arm protectively around Kitlin and leading her upstairs.
Alright. You see him eye her. You see her eye her rear end very intently, and you're fairly certain he's not checking it out. Anyway.
He may be an evil son of a bitch, but at least he's not a lech.
No. Yeah. So you go upstairs. He goes. He starts explaining to you more about the council in not the most charitable of terms. I mean, he doesn't think that they're. He doesn't tell you that they're bad people. He tells you that they're jerks. And he also drops one more. He's like, oh, so you know that Sean guy, right?
Yeah,
You met his wife, right?
don't think so.
All right. Is there some reason you wouldn't have met Sean's wife?
We knew each other in passing because he used to stop by the store, but
Right.
I don't know that he would have ever taken me home or brought her there. That's ultimately up to
Yeah.
him.
I mean, you might have seen him there with a woman with red dye in her hair at one point. He goes, and she had a sword also, which probably, if you did see her, that would have stuck in your mind. She would have been in a gray cloak and with a sword, and possibly with him outside. He's like, oh, so your friend Sean? He's married to one of the assholes. Not just one of the assholes, one of the asshole cops, the wardens of the White Council. Basically, you step out of line, I wouldn't be surprised that she's the one who cuts off your damn head. Or my damn head.
I thought Sean was better than that.
I mean, it's not Sean, it's what the cops do. Now, they usually only do it for, black magic. Anyone can do any magic so long as it doesn't kill someone or involve the death of someone for the casting. Invade someone's mind. So you can't read people's thoughts. Change someone into something else. Basically make a person into a frog, enthrall another against their will, go back in time, reach beyond the boundaries of death, so that whole resurrection thing, that's a big no-no, and seek knowledge beyond the outer gates, which, if you think that I'm scary, and dealing with demons is scary, the things beyond the outer gates are way, way freakier and scarier. Which is why there's laws against talking to them.
Okay. What is an outer gate? Is there an inner gate?
I have no fucking clue. We're just not supposed to go there. Asking questions about it really gets people nervous. And really, the asshole cops execute on suspicion a lot of the times. Like,
Yeah. I assume the outer gates aren't something you can get to by accident. You have to try to get there.
well, considering that most mortals are tied to the mortal world, yeah. Maybe some wizards could get there by accident. I mean, like, being able to travel through the Never Never is really tricky, so someone might accidentally end up at the outer gates.
So never, never?
Yeah, it's where all the fairies come from, and other supernatural creatures. Hell's actually part of it. So is heaven, supposedly, if it exists. Well, I mean, I suppose it exists. I mean, that's where all the angels come from. And that's why people deal with demons, because the angels never want to give you anything.
Okay. Well then.
Alright, so by the way, everyone here, I'm giving you you all at least 2 minor milestones. Turning things around.
I don't know what that means.
Which means that you can either swap out one aspect for something else. You can shift around 2 of your skills so that there are different things, and I think you can do one other thing. Oh, it's drop one stunt and replace it with another, I think, or something.
I don't have any of those.
Or gain a stun, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, Bruce, but yeah, that's kind of the basics of Supernatural World. Now,
So was Mom into this stuff too?
Well, all right. So this is what you need to know. You know how we don't talk about Granddad so much?
Yeah.
That's because, well, he's still alive. And, I mean, like, in all honesty, I still talk with him regularly. But he has kind of a weird lifestyle. As you know, he's from, you know, he's from the old country. And he met his first wife, who was a Roma, and they basically moved away here, and they started learning magic. And one of the easiest ways to power spells when you can't just, use your own energy is through sexual energies. So started picking up a whole lot of, people to do sexual energy stuff with. So,
He started a sex cult.
not really cults. Like, they didn't really have religious beliefs. It would be more like a coven of witches, where him and several other women were doing magic with spells, and that eventually led to, and they were really testing with what they could do, and that led to, a really big family. And
Okay.
then one of the people there apparently attempted a spell on her own and got herself killed. like they don't know what happened, but a lot of bad things happened. You can see him kind of like get sad.
Who was the woman who died?
What's the name? And I will have the name. But I kept all those names. You have no idea.
Connor didn't come back.
What?
Ours will come back.
No, Connor hasn't come back apparently.
Oh.
So he's gonna try to get on later. I'm sorry for playing that game. I should have had this up. Jessica. Her name was Jessica. She was your grandma.
How old was Mom?
Oh. Oh, crud.
Oh, crud.
So, all right. I have to ask you a question. All right?
Okay.
How much are you willing for me to flip your character's perception of the world?
Pretty heavily. That's why I created her.
All right. Okay. So scratch what I just said. All right. He's gonna go. That wasn't. All right. So he's gonna go that it was your grandma. He goes, she was your mom.
Okay.
Because I just pulled up the name of the kid that she had, and it was Maddie. Maddie.
Freaky.
So I'm like, that's gonna be your mom, and I'm like, nope, crap, we're dialing this back, you know. That's so. All right, well, hell, your actual name is Madeline Black List. After she died, her relatives, the Walkers, insisted they take you from this place where she had passed. After all, apparently that freaky Roma gypsy girl and her husband had led to the death of their relative.
Okay, so my mom's not actually my mom. Are you actually my uncle?
I'm trying to think about who this would be. More like a brother. His name is Arthur. He is the eldest brother. Arthur A's List.
Okay, I need a drink.
Maybe Vernon will be there.
Emily, you could guys go and try to
Vernon.
probably sleeping in the park.
Speaking of Vernon, he's not exactly normal either.
I thought he couldn't sleep in the park anymore.
No, he's still sleeping in the park. He found another spot in the park.
Oh.
Well, obviously he's not normal because he sleeps in a park, but beyond that, and neither is Sean, but that's also pretty obvious.
What is he, a dragon?
Yeah, he was.
No, but you should avoid Chinatown.
Ron's get bigger and bigger.
Oh, what? The rumors are real? There's actually... Wow.
It's Chinatown. Of course there's a fucking dragon.
The ghosts won't talk about it. They get all weird.
You do realize, oh, that's why you're so unhinged. You talk to fucking ghosts. All makes sense now. Should have turned because ghosts are fucking crazy. Anyone who talks to ghosts are probably as fucking crazy as the ghosts they talk to. And he looks back at you and just gives you a little wave.
So did he say that all out loud?
Yeah.
Ghosts are perfectly normal.
You would say that. You would totally say that. He turns and goes, "Look, I'm sorry
dick.
I'm sorry to dump this on you, Maddie. I know this is big, but
She's got kind of like a stricken look on her face, but she's sort of staring off into the middle distance, but she's going to say, no, this actually explains a lot. A whole lot.
well, technically, I'm your, I believe, half-brother, it would be, because my mom was, well, the original Roma lady. Yeah, no one really knows what, well, yeah. Well, your dad, basically, which, if you want to talk to him, I can put you in touch. He really would like to talk to you now that you know. I mean, he was trying to keep you out of it because, well, the last thing he wants is for you to fall into the same thing that happened with me. Happening with your mom. Because you're basically the only thing that that they have left of her. And so they try to do it to make you safe. I know it might not feel like that, but
Think of all
No,
that
it makes sense.
you can get.
I mean, my parents were always weird. They never spent a lot of time with me. I always felt like they cared, but they were kind of always watching me funny. I mean, I guess I should talk to him.
I'll let him know. Maybe he'll take a visit. They're down in New Orleans now.
Oh God.
What, him and his wives?
Yes. Well, I mean, one of them actually got a job down there as the chief of police.
What?
I mean, yeah. No. Apparently, the regular chief of police went crazy and kidnapped a lady, and then
She wasn't chief of police. She was chief of a department.
oh, chief of a department. Yeah. All right. She got hired into the non-asshole wizard cops, like the actual cops who deal with wizards and stuff.
Okay. So, is our dad a bad person? I don't understand what he's been doing.
I suppose that that depends on your definition of bad. He is a con artist. He scams a whole bunch of people out of their money for useless trinkets and things. He'll walk into a house and pretend to bless it while doing absolutely nothing but putting on a show. As he likes to say, he liberates people. He separates people who have more
Money than sense.
more money than sense.
Is that what you do?
No, absolutely no parallels here.
I mean, we sell vials of unicorn tears, which you have filled up in the sink. What do you think we do?
You'll have to get paid somehow.
Yeah. Look, do you
So I'm told.
look the thing is a lot of the stuff that I could make a contract with one of the demons for money or something or fortune, but those things tend to have really steep prices to it. I would probably have to go out and kidnap a kid.
Have you ever done that?
No.
Was there a question mark on the end of that? No.
I think he's like, no, I haven't done it. Like,
Okay.
do you really think I'm that terrible of a person? I mean, if push comes to shove, I might. He looks at you and goes, if you were sick and you were dying, and the only way that I could make you better is I go out and I kidnap a kid, I'm kidnapping a kid. But it's all about balancing in price. It's about being a good marketer and bargainer.
I have a headache.
Well, your Kitsune friend here, sure you can't let me help you with that problem.
Yes.
I'll waive the fee. Do it free of charge.
Stop it. It's obvious that it's worth something to you, but she doesn't want to give it up, and she's my friend. Leave her alone.
Okay, when you get the second one, can I have that one?
What do you mean I'm getting more?
Wait, you don't know? Oh, he holds up like 9 fingers.
I have a hard enough time hiding one.
Yeah, most of them stop hiding around like 4.
Then what am I supposed to do?
Become a god? I mean, the
okay.
dragon did that, so...
Okay.
Wait, she's gonna be a god when she grows up?
Well, only if she gets all 9 tails.
How do I get 9 tails?
Don't die. And be awesome.
I'm on the...
You'll do fine. Anyway. Yeah, she kind of looks. She's like, "Didn't you study like mythology? The Kitsune, they're like divine beings or tricksters." Then again, those two aren't mutually exclusive.
That explains why you're always playing all these practical jokes on me.
Anyway, you guys are gonna go out and get a drink, I'm guessing,
Yeah.
That would be good.
at that Wild Fay bar.
The what?
The Wild Fay bar.
Come on, Maddie. You didn't think it was a normal bar, did you? I mean, come on, look at the entrance.
Maddie's never been there.
I've never been there.
You haven't?
No.
Ah. Alright, that explains a lot. Yeah,
I
you
mean,
know that
You
place
didn't
we all disappeared
necessarily
to?
know that it was a Wild Fay bar.
Nope.
Well, no, but he's not entirely surprised by it being a paranoid conspiracy theorist.
I mean, in true point of fact, there's another person here who definitely didn't know it was a Wild Fay bar.
Kit?
But he's not technically here.
He's not there.
Oh.
He just learned it's a Wild Fay. I mean, I can introduce you to some other places. But I'm sure you want to go off alone now. And I didn't really hear what he said. Okay, so are you guys going to go and pick up Vernon so that he can be part of the scene? 'Cause
Yeah.
Vernon!
Maxwell.
Yes.
Do you want to be picked up?
Yes.
All right. So I'm sure you're all going outside, piling in Eddie's car, driving by the Central Park, I guess honking the horn until like, you know, Vernon drops down from a tree, jumps in.
Yawns groggily, stretches, pulls a canteen out of a side pack and a small makeshift toothbrush. Freshens himself up a bit, and then gets in the car.
So what are you?
What is an interesting question? That one may take a while. And
Well, she's a baby deity, and he is from the Sixth Sense. So what are you?
Not crazy.
Hey, can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
what was the quickest way to describe it would be half.
Alright, cool.
Magic summons demons.
Why don't you have any wings?
He's a weirdo who sleeps in
Am
the
I coming in fuzzy?
Central Park.
Sean, let's say that you're at the bar.
Hold on a second. Do I sound fuzzy to you guys?
You sound pretty clear. I think
You guys are fuzzy.
Matt is coming.
Like, all of you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You guys are all coming in sort of fuzzy on mine.
I mean, I'm hearing a little bit of static when Max speaks, but Sarah, there might be a little bit. It's mostly clear.
Actually, no, sorry. Let me, this thing. Travis, can you say something?
Oh, I was just joking. Said he was a weirdo who
Yeah.
sleeps in Central
Yeah.
Park. That's who he is.
Steph, can you say something?
I'm on the same thing as Brandon.
Right. Oh, Sarah, say something, please.
Hello. Something. Tra la la.
Okay, so Sarah's coming in like sort of fuzzy and stacky a little bit on mine. How about you guys?
A little, but it's understandable. If you guys wanted to reset, you could reset, but it's not like.
I think it should be fine. I just wanted to,
Hey.
to do a quick test to see who was stacky and who wasn't.
So, how about this? We say this. So, Sean and Vernon are at the bar for some reason, and the three of you walk in.
Well, Vernon just got in the car now.
Okay, all right. So Vernon's at the car. Sean, you're at the bar hanging out.
Having a drink, explaining to my dwarven friend what went wrong, the whole golden coin thing. I'm probably asking him a few questions about what exactly this golden coin is.
It's a lucky charm.
Was that it?
That's all you need to know. Say, would you tell me all the properties of your sword?
Sword? What sword?
Or your what all properties you seem to not understand the thing here. This is a place where we can be ourselves without having to answer to, like, hey, what's the things that make you tick?
I'm not asking what makes him tick. I'm just curious about why the coin is so desirable.
And that falls under the,
What makes you tick?
yeah.
Alright, fair enough.
Or at least it's what makes them tick adjacent, where it's like, that's still enough to go, no.
Alright. Understandable.
That's very disappointing that you didn't get my coin. Almost like I asked you guys to get me my coin. And all of a sudden, all right, so you four walk in the door, everyone stops, and everyone looks daggers at Madeline.
She's cool.
Roll
She's
your
alright.
A what?
rapport.
Steph from me.
Well, Steph's the one who said she's cool, so...
I suppose Vernon will also speak up.
All right. Everyone who wants to speak up for her behalf, please roll rapport. Currently, we have
She's
negative
cool for real,
one.
guys. Believe me. God damn it.
We have 2 negative ones.
Looks like I'm having a hard time.
I
Like,
hate fudge dice so much.
Eddie and Kitlin kind of just look at her and go, like, they just start wiggling their eyebrows. And, like, pushing Maddie forward, like, ha! And everyone's like, this is not how it goes.
Hold on a second. The
I hate fudge dice.
Roll 20 is reloading. 1 sec.
I'm speaking up on her behalf.
I think you're
She's
muted.
cool. What?
She's cool. Yeah.
Okay, so sorry about that.
Ron's negating some of the terribleness.
She's alright. If any of you have a problem with her, you have a problem with me.
People look at you like they could have a problem with you. All right.
I will roll for,
Actually, what is the roll for, like, intimidation?
Maddie, would you care to use rapport?
I don't think I have any.
No? You don't have to have it to use it, technically.
All right. Really, Vernon, would you like to say tag your high concept or something? Do you have, like,
I
chips?
could try smooth operator. Smooth operator.
Just tag something.
Or no, I could tag my high concept if it's a wild fae bar. I come from a wild fae lineage.
You don't know it's a wild fae bar.
Well, then I'll tag smooth operator.
No. Tag your high concept, but
Oh.
you don't know it's a wild fae bar.
Fair enough. I tag my high concept.
All right, throw a chip out there, please. So here's what happened. Vernon walks in. Everyone's saying, like, no, he's cool. Vernon walks in and goes, is like, I like her. And then everyone goes, oh, okay.
What?
Very mysteriously, Vernon seems to have more pull here than all of you. Combined.
Brandon,
Yes.
there's no intimidate skill under the attributes
Then
on the character sheets.
I then write intimidate in.
Alright, so Kitlin's gonna walk up to the bar, pull the note card out of her pocket, and put it down on the bar, not getting involved with summer.
Wait, what?
Oh, when she says what, you see the dwarf kind of roll his eyes. Is like, you don't know what summer is, lass. Vernon, you said she was good.
I didn't say she was knowledgeable.
Look, she
She's
knows
very new to this whole
things, not
business.
everything, but she knows things.
Wait, me? I thought we were talking about Kit doing something.
Yes, but then you responded with summer, and he looked at you and rolled his eyes.
I didn't say summer. Steph said summer.
Yes, Steph said summer, but I'm first could have sworn I heard you say in character, "What summer?" Like questioningly.
No, I didn't say that.
I heard that too. I heard that too.
I didn't hear that.
Anyway, I had at least one other person hear it, so
I think I asked what she said because I didn't hear her properly. I heard her say something about summer.
okay.
Well,
Well,
so what she actually said was just summer?
Yeah,
But,
it was a reading of tone. Anyway, we're continuing forward. It's not a big deal. Like you're in. Someone tagged an aspect, and everyone loves you now. It doesn't matter. You're in.
Okay.
So he goes there. He starts putting drinks down. Takes the card and goes. I heard there was a different people behind it. I'm certain it was summer last.
She, like, pulls her shirt down with the second-degree burns and goes, yes!
Well, you know, fucking dicks can do that too if they have, you know. The wizards can throw fire as well as the fae.
If I took the time to focus, I could probably do it too, and I'm not even a wizard. That said, I personally know the two people who we encountered on that little rendezvous. And it wasn't, they used to be the knights for both winter and summer. But last I heard, they kind of got kicked out. Which makes it odd that they're still throwing around winter and summer magic.
They were throwing winter and summer around still?
Yeah.
Well, looks like we've got a little ploy there. That is most...
Wait, Winter was there too?
Yeah, you didn't meet him.
I'm out.
You don't want to.
Summer was bad enough.
No, summer's not... Summer can be decent. If it's not too hot out.
You guys wouldn't have noticed it before, but now, Maddie, you definitely notice it now, because you're hyper vigilant for everything. But Kit and Eddie, you kind of start seeing when Sean says summer is decent, you notice people look at him and give him dirty looks, and then go back to what they're doing. Vernon and Sean, you guys don't notice this. You know. Almost like maybe this was happening every single time he said that.
What are wild fairies?
Well, okay. They're not associated with winter or summer.
There's a dropped glass. Butter thing just stoops down and starts, you know.
Yeah. Wild Fae or simply Fae that have chosen not to associate directly with summer or winter. They may form courts of their own, or they may just ignore it altogether. It varies.
What? So like map and all that? That's really true.
Don't you say her name.
What?
Don't say the name of the Winter Queen. Winter
Or
Lady.
the Summer Queen, or any of the littler queens, and you see the dwarf.
Don't say the name of Faye in general. Names of power.
But Shakespeare wrote about her.
You see,
and Shakespeare is dead.
they're always listening. Always.
Shakespeare wrote about her, and Shakespeare is dead.
Well, he would be.
Whether or not that's correlated is irrelevant.
Listen, lass. Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah.
All right. So, when I call you, the names are like phone numbers for the things out there. If you say something's name, it's like calling it on the phone. How would you like if I just called you on the phone out of the blue, didn't want to talk to you?
Well, I imagine that's probably annoying.
A lot of the higher beings ignore it the first time, but if you say a powerful being's names too many times, they're going to pick up the phone. And they usually don't like picking up the phone.
Okay, duly noted.
A good rule of thumb is never say it thrice.
Pretty much, yeah. Some names you want to say you want to avoid saying at all, but obviously I'm not going to name any of those.
Admittedly, this really only goes for true names, the names that you were born with, the names given to you at birth, the names that you would call yourself.
But apparently, the name I call myself isn't actually the name I was given at birth.
Well, then, your true name might be trickier to find than others. Be grateful for that. For if someone has your true name from your own, if a wizard has your true name from your own lips, they can do some terrible things with it.
Giving someone your true name is a lot like giving them a super virus that only affects you. It's like if you're Superman and you gave them kryptonite. Except you don't have the superpowers. You just really fucking hate kryptonite.
No. Giving someone your true name as mortal is giving them a direct access to you. They don't just have a phone number. They have your phone number, your address, your location at any point in time, and the way to get there. And they can send you anything. They can send you love, they can send you flowers, they can send you cake, and they can send you death, the most horrible and cruel.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of death,
Cake or death?
how come you're married to a bitch?
Defend your bitch's honor.
I'm not sure who she addressed there. I'm having difficulty making out the voices.
Alright, sorry. That was, alright. Hitlin basically just turned to you and said, Sean, speaking of death, why are you married to a bitch?
You know, if I didn't know you better, I might get you for that. In the meantime, though, I'll overlook it. That said, don't insult my wife again. What was that?
Said that she's part of the assholes and cuts people's heads off. Brother. Mm-hmm.
She is a warden, yes. They cut off heads, yes. But they don't just cut off the heads of people. They hunt down evil wizards, warlocks. The assholishness of any given warden tends to vary greatly. Some are dicks. Some are not. Though admittedly most of them are.
So you would...
Fortunately, Riley isn't.
I don't think he's so grasped the concept that there's a chip on his face.
Yeah, Sean,
What? Oh,
you have a compel
I didn't even notice. What's the compel for?
to take offense at this.
Take offense at what?
This is to compel against all the time you spent in Frederick to defend Riley. Which I'll accept that you have actually done that already, You haven't come to blows, but you definitely stood up and do that. And if it goes much further, you might have to go to blows.
All right.
Evidently, if you don't want to go to blows, you can go, I'm buying off that compel right now.
I'll take the chip.
Right.
I think I've sufficiently defended her honor. Maybe by saying that, yes, wardens are assholes, but she's not really one of the assholes.
No, you just said that they're all assholes, so you admitted it.
Now, I said most of them are assholes. Some bigger assholes than others. Fortunately, Riley is not one of those. Did you not hear what I said?
So the guy waves a couple people off. He goes, "Why don't you take a booth in the corner and discuss this thing amongst yourselves?"
Can I have a drink? Like something strong.
Oh,
I've had a day.
He puts the drink down in front of you. First one's on the house.
Thanks.
So what's been happening with you guys, anyways?
Well, I've just found out that my parents aren't my parents. My uncle is my brother. And apparently, demons, fairies, dragons, wizards, wardens, angels, ghosts, and a number of other things are real. I'm like taking my entire drink in one.
All right, make me a discipline test.
Okay. Ah! Stop being weird.
Oh, nice.
All right. So you down the drink. About halfway down the drink, you realize something.
Okay.
You realize this drink is trying to affect your mind.
Okay.
Twist it. It's trying to change it. It's trying to make you less notice of things here, taking stuff for granted, and make you feel better about everyone here, and make you want to be loyal to them. And man, that Vernon guy is really cool.
Okay. But I realize this.
As the drink is about like as you start drinking it, you start realizing it. Are you finishing the drink, or are you spitting up what's in your mouth?
I'm spitting up.
All right, so Ragnar jumps back. Kind of goes down, puts his hands on the bar, and looks at you.
That's the third time in 2 days. Stop messing with my brain.
What happened?
He was trying to make me all cuddly to Vernon here, and forgetful and nice.
Ragnar, what did you put in that drink?
Nothing. It's just a standard drink. Roll me up.
Roll you what now?
I'm rolling empathy. I suppose Madeline might roll as well. That's a -1. Oof.
Any chips you want to spend?
I kind of don't, but at the same time, this is important. So, supernatural detective and high concept.
First.
What's that?
Before you do that,
Right. So what?
this is Ragnar. You can trust Ragnar.
Oh, Christ.
Here. You can trust Ragnar.
Hold on a sec. Hmm. I would like to counter-compel with past adventures in Frederick, and they have taught me not to trust the guy handing out ice cream. And this also applies to alcohol.
Nope.
No?
Nope.
Can't just get away by just being distrustful?
Nope. You're a regular here. You've drank a lot of beer.
Oh, jeez.
A lot of beer with stuff in it, apparently.
Hmm.
And then, like, it couldn't have just been that he was a little heavy-handed in the one he gave her, and he didn't expect her to be so goddamn powerful. And having shrugged off of, like, 3 already and rolled really high, and... She's a stupid mortal that doesn't know anything. Push, 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 push. Here you go.
Brennan, do you know about this?
Bits and pieces here and there.
Hmm.
What, so you're okay with them spiking the drinks?
Right. Actually, I was going to say, Brandon,
Don't spike mine.
has he been... Right. Brandon.
Actually, they do spike yours. You don't know that.
Yeah, Brandon. I'm about to ask, have my drinks been spiked like this? Because I also have high discipline, and unless it's subtle, I'd probably notice.
Oh, no. Yours would have been subtle over time.
Right. Fuck it, I'll take it. So this is just like, I automatically trust him when he says I didn't do anything to it?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's Ragnar. You can trust everyone here.
Yeah, but I'm paranoid, so I can't.
Well, I believe that I believe that the dwarf didn't do anything, but at the same time, there's something up with that drink. I'm going to take a look at it with a capital L.
No, you're fine. You don't want to do that. Don't want to investigate at all.
Of course I do. Somebody has attempted to mess with my friend's mind. It's probably not one of the bar patrons, of course. I need to identify the magic if I'm going to get a lead.
No.
What if they try and do it to the bar patrons?
Investigate. Don't. Just accept it. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. That chip you took says everything is fine.
No. That chip I took says Ragnar can be trusted. I think somebody's trying to mess with Madeline, and by extension, everybody else in the bar. I must investigate to protect everyone.
Then you need to buy
including
off.
Ragnar.
Then you need to buy off the compel. And here, I'll give you a second chip for the same compel.
So do I have to pay off? So I have to give. Right, so do I have to pay off the initial compel and this one, or just this one?
It'd be the one you took, and then 2 extra chips to pay it off.
Can I pay off one and counter compel with paranormal investigator? Something's afoot. I need to investigate.
All right, I'll let you do that.
All right.
Oh, but the thing is, you're going to have to do it very quietly and not just go, I need to take this drink, and no. I can let you, I'll let you have suspicions that you can follow up later for that.
I was actually just going to open up my site and take a look at the drink while it's still in the bar.
All right, you're going to open up your site?
Actually, are we allowed to do that in the bar?
Sure.
There's no rules against using the site.
Nope.
Whole true self thing?
Isn't your extra eye, like, hurt right now?
I mean, the last time he opened up his extra eye, it really fucking scarred him. I'm sure in this den of supernatural creatures, nothing terrible will happen.
Supernatural creatures are fine. It's when I look at literally death itself that really gets painful. I grew up around supernatural bullshit.
Or like, and like semi-divine supernatural entities, that could also be dangerous. I mean, if one of them was around, it would be really hard.
Yeah, but there are two of those in the immediate vicinity, aren't there?
Aren't I one of them?
Dad?
Stop saying that name.
Well, Kit and Vernon both qualify, don't they?
Vernon doesn't.
Oh, I thought he was like a prince or something.
Oh yeah, no, Vernon might.
It's like, Sean has no idea.
Yeah.
All Sean knows is your drink has been spiked, and I have the sight.
Fair enough. Go to it then.
So,
Oh, by the way, Max, you have a chip on your face that's for you. It's the everything is fine chip.
Yay, everything is fine.
I'm drinking my drink.
Yeah.
On the
gonna cheat then.
Man, they are really nice. I don't know why that thought came into my head. I mean, Vernon, there's a guy, Vernon's really awesome. We should follow him and totally kill all the other Fae. Where did that thought come from?
Summer was mean to me.
Summer's terrible. Fuck summer. Fuck winter, too. They're horrible.
This is the dawn of autumn.
Congratulations, this is actually Autumn's bar. Ragnar is actually working with your dad. You don't know that yet, but now it's pretty obvious of character.
Oh shit.
You open up your site? Open up your site.
Yeah, I'm looking for the rules on opening the site. Didn't know him.
Please keep in mind, you can concede and be taken out if you don't think you can close the site.
Yes, but that is usually really, really terrible for me.
Yeah, it's not going to be nice. We're going to make sure it hurts because you're getting information. This is I want to access cheat codes, and I want to open my eyes and see all the cheat codes. Oh my god, the cheat codes! I was like, okay.
I can see the matrix.
Roll
Anyways.
damage for seeing roll to stop yourself from taking damage from seeing the cheat codes. I can't stop seeing the cheat codes. I can't control this. Okay.
Alright, so open the site. Discipline first or lore? I think it's lore first and then discipline to close them. Right? You determine whether you can see anything, and then you determine whether or not you successfully close your site. I don't see anything, but make sense of all the bullshit that's going on. Find the right cheat code. Show them. Lore? I'm rolling lore.
Alright, roll lore.
Nice. Oh, 6. What does that tell me?
One second.
Brandon?
Yeah.
Buddy?
You take an action to open the site and get a description of what you're seeing. And you see all of the places, everything. All right, so... All right, you've opened your site here before, but then you were focused on trying to find a ghost. That actually seems like it protected you a little bit because, oh my god, this place is intricately woven and there are wards on all the walls, like, that look like they could be slammed down and activated that would turn this place almost into a freaking fortress. You look over, you see a Killen's made of gold.
Huh.
And she's
Weird.
sparkling, and she's beautiful, and she's even more beautiful than Shay.
Oh, that's freaking weird.
You saw Shay with her sight. You thought Shay looked like, oh my god, the most beautiful beacon of fiery vengeance you ever saw, and it was lovely and full of life. But this one is even more full of life somehow, and even more beautiful, and made of the most brilliant gold you've ever seen. And
Interesting.
look, you can see you look at what's his name, Eddie, and you see Eddie, and he's have you seen A Clockwork Orange?
A bit.
All right. Did you get to the thing where they had the guy and they were showing him the films?
Yeah.
Eddie looks like that guy. He's twice right now.
That's really freaking weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's totally normal.
Yeah. Vernon looks like of the tier between Kitlin, Shay, and Vernon. They're almost like a spectrum, and of brilliance. Vernon is less brilliant than Shay was, and his brilliance seems kind of broken. In fact, it looks like he's got a crown on his head that's sort of faded and cracked. Maddie's walking on her hands.
What?
What?
Maddie is walking on her hands.
That's a first.
Your entire world is upside down right now, but
Oh.
but yeah, you're able to see that there's something in most of the alcohol here. It's charms, it's fairies, it indebts. Accepting drinks here is like accepting drinks from the Fae. If any of you have ever accepted a free drink here at the bar, which every one of you has, and Maddie just accepted one, you've become indebted to the bar owner.
And speaking of the bar owner,
oh, he's in a general's uniform.
in a general's uniform.
Yes. Covered in leaves. Kind of similar to the outfit that Vernon is wearing. Only this general's uniform is pristine.
I think that's all I need to see. I hope.
Alright. Discipline 6.
Oh, yeah.
Able
This
to
thought
close
would be
your eyes.
really satisfying sometimes.
Roll me deceit.
I am glad I held on to my chips. Well, as little I could. Was that?
Every week, other
Hold on a second.
You're breaking up and going robotic.
You're lagging. Oh god, it's a glitch in the matrix.
I am.
I looked too deep. I looked too deep.
Restart.
Alright, you were saying?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
All right. So we were having some computer issues. It looks like. So you got all of that right?
No. I caught none of that.
None of what I described?
I caught all of what you described. You told me to roll to see, and then you started to say something else, and you just broke out.
Oh, roll the seat, please.
Huh. That's it?
Yeah.
Alright.
And everyone gets a minor milestone.
Oh, neat. I'm a tag Past Adventures in Frederick for a +2.
+2? Alright, you good?
That brings it to 4. Take it. Take the chip.
Hello, can you hear us?
Yes?
I can hear you.
We switched back to the other system that restarted. Yeah, I'm taking the chip.
I saw the code. I looked too deep into the matrix.
All right. It doesn't seem like anyone noticed what you did. This role was to keep your cool while all of this was happening. It was like, I am totally not seeing all this freaky shit. Just like, here's the beer. He's like, all right, look. I'm sorry for all of these, all of this issues. He takes out a couple bottles of beer and passes it around to all of you guys. This one's on me.
That's all right. I think I've almost had one too many tonight, and I have to drive home.
You sure? I mean,
I'm sure.
I mean, no charge.
It's all right. Riley.
I'll call you a cab on the house. We want you to get home safe.
Nah. I appreciate the offer. I really do, but Riley would be pissed if I came home drunk. Well, more than I am, anyway.
You're not going home?
Hmm?
I'm
I think
offering.
you misheard me.
I
I said Riley would be pissed. What?
I'm offering to call you a cab if you think you've had too many. We don't want you driving home.
No. I haven't had. I don't want to have too many, Oh, it's still good.
I mean,
Still good to go, but I don't want to push it. Like I said, I don't want to take a cab home because if I come home drunk, Riley will kill me.
Okay. All right. While this is going on, Eddie, a bottled beer is placed in front of you. It said the words Max on it. Maddie and Kit gets one. Kit opens her up, immediately drinks. Vernon, you get one.
I'll drink it.
All right. Maddie,
Uh-huh.
you are still unfamiliar with the supernatural things. So you probably don't know that drinking this would indent you in any way, shape, or form, so long as it doesn't taste funny, which you were able to detect.
Hey, Vernon, you aren't going
I
to
don't
warn us or
know.
anything?
Not gonna what?
Not going to warn us or anything?
About what?
Since you're familiar with these rules?
About I'm not familiar with the fact that this is a Fey bar.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I was fucking it up before now.
And if I knew they were Fey, then I would know all the rules to play, but I think they're mortals. So
And dwarves are technically Fey, but nothing.
I don't know. Maddie's really smart, and she's read a lot. And not taking food and drink from fairies is one of those things that's in lots of books.
All right. How about this? Roll me lore.
Okay, I don't actually have any of that, but that's okay.
No, give it a roll. See how you do.
I only have scholarship, which I guess isn't technically the same thing.
Oh, wow, that is really not good for you. You could chip. One to re-roll and maybe one or two to boost it.
I don't know. The worst thing that can happen here is that I have to drink this thing, right?
Worst thing that's going to happen to you here is you're going to become indebted to a fairy, and trust me, that is not a good thing.
Well, everyone already is.
Hmm.
And I technically already am.
Yes, but then you're more indebted, and that's worse. Like, on the sliding scale of plot disaster, it's at least a 3 out of 10.
Way. If it means that much to you, is your character going to stop me from drinking this beer?
Unfortunately, no, because I cannot drop my cover at this point.
Mm.
All right, we had a problem there. So, Kitlin seems to like hers. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Eddie, are you drinking?
Not so sure. Pretty paranoid.
Would you like to spend a chip and say I'm paranoid, so therefore I'm passing on this?
Yeah. There's the chip.
I don't know. Can I spend a chip to be like, fool me once?
You haven't asked.
What just happened?
You can actually counter-compel this with an aspect.
How about it?
If the aspect says that you would actually not take the drink. Or something along those lines. So if you have an aspect that actually says, fool me once, you could counter-compel with that because you already tasted the first drink and it fucked with you. Why would you take the second one?
Well, why would anyone? That's what I'm saying, though.
Because you really need a drink?
I do really need a drink. It has been a difficult day.
You're familiar with the supernatural? Because that's the compel on there is unfamiliarity with the supernatural. So that could also play into the fact that you really need a drink with all of the stuff that's been going on today.
No. I'll take it.
Alright. You take it, you sip it. It's
This one's in a bottle with a seal on it, though, right?
Oh, yeah. It was a capped bottle. It's still capped.
Yep. Actually, feeding into it, that conversation he had with Sean, where he's like, "Oh no, it's free. Come on, I'll even buy you a cap. Come on, just drink it." Sort of sets off Eddie's alarm bells.
All right.
Sort of
But
an explanation as to why I'm spinning the chip.
Maddie takes it, pops it, drinks it down. It's really good beer if you like beer. If you don't like beer, it's still good beer, but it's beer. Does Maddie like beer?
No, probably not.
All right. He kind of looks at you. He's like, "I'm sorry. Is there anything else I can get you?"
No, I don't know.
I mean, I suppose you guys could go, "How about we go somewhere else?"
Why? Everything's fine.
I mean, technically, it would be it would need to be like one of 3 characters who were like hesitant about the drinks, and not the 2 people that were like, "Yep, I'm drinking them."
All right, Maddie? Do you want to...
No, not okay.
You think you want to find a drink in a more mortal atmosphere?
I don't know what that means.
Less supernatural creatures.
I guess. I mean,
Sean,
my not brother said that my not uncle said that this was a wild fairy bar. I don't know if that's a great place for me to be right now.
Vernon's gonna spit out his drink as he hears that.
Oh, Ragnar, like almost like Ragnar's hand just gripped on something under the table.
Come again.
It's been a day.
All right. Ragnar looks at you. You have the urge to just forget what you heard.
What Vernon does, or I do?
Vernon.
Max, what?
Oh, yeah.
You
You're
forget
filled
you
with a
heard
desire
this.
to forget what I just said. And why you just spit out your drink.
Well, no, it's as he goes to spit out his drink, this is what hits him.
Okay.
You know.
And where is it coming from?
Well, Ragnar looked at you. And then this.
I'm trying to figure out whether this is something I would resist, but I'm not really sure what it is.
It's all right. It is something on your mind trying to compel you to do something. To be like don't just forget about that. It's a tag on the aspects that everyone here had that no one knew about, which is drunk Ragnar's beer. Maddie's the only one who doesn't have that aspect, and Ragnar really hates her for it.
No, I think about it in experience of Faye. I'm gonna resist that one. I'll tag my high concept.
So you're going to accept it, but it's going to still resonate.
No, say I was going to reject it.
Oh, well then you need to buy it off.
Yeah.
Right. And here, no, you really should forget. Really should forget.
So now, do I get my one that I spent back if I take these two?
Yes.
So I get 3 total. Alright, I forgot.
All right. So, all right. Any reference to Wild Fay Bar will just be it'll be unintelligible syllables. Or your brain will fill it in with something else. Like really wild bar. Like, oh, my uncle said that this was a really wild bar.
Where was I? I was offering to take Maddie to either a bar or liquor shop or somewhere with less supernatural stuff going in it, so that she can think.
No, we're here so Maddie doesn't think.
Right. Basically, I am offering Maddie a way to get out of the bar and get her stuff together. This also gives me an out. Okay?
Sounds good.
Alright.
So,
I know the place. I think
No, I'll go with Maddie.
Vernon, are you staying?
What?
Vernon, are you staying?
Yes.
That's good. Eddie, are you staying? Here, Vernon, for staying. Have another chip.
Wow, I have a lot of chips.
Hey Eddie, why don't you come along too?
Yeah.
I have some stuff
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about.
I'll go ahead and go. Hey,
No.
old.
Don't go with the people who are going to blow up our entire plan. Stay. So Eddie, you leaving?
Yeah.
All right.
Come with? Alright. I dig in my wallet, pull out a couple 20 cents in the bar and say, this is start pay off drinks night. Plus put something on, plus point sign on the tab. Whew. I'll see you guys later.
What do you mean, see you guys later? You're going with them.
I said that to Kidlin and Vernon.
Oh,
So see you two later.
Vernon's the only one staying.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
I'll see you later, Vernon. And we're heading out.
Stay here. We are your friends. They're not your friends. You made them your friends. That's why they seem very, very interested in a dude who lives in Central Park for some reason. They all rank the mind through here.
Alright. So, we leave.
Yeah, you guys get out. You're outside the bar. I'm assuming one of you is leading the way away.
I am.
Any of you going to say anything? Because Vernon's just getting told how he's the best back in the bar, buttered up.
Alright.
I'll probably ask him if he's coming.
Oh, Vernon said no already.
Okay.
Right. So how did you guys get here? Did you all take one car, or what was up with that?
They took Eddie's car.
Alright. You guys ride with Eddie. Eddie, I'm gonna go on my scooter. Just try and follow me. Alright?
Okay.
You've been at the bar for a while, right?
What? What was
Bar for a while, right?
someone just started. Big screen.
I don't know. A little while, I guess.
All right.
It's not night out already, though.
It would be safe to say that you had a few drinks in you.
Yeah.
All right. Here's a compel of a few drinks in you to crash your iron bike.
I mean, here's the thing, though. I have a god's constitution. It'll take him more than a few drinks to get me drunk.
Here's you can take that, and I'll accept that you wanted to check. All right. So take that and roll me your endurance.
My endurance. All right.
Yeah. We're looking
What is my endurance?
for a 3. You drive fine.
Damn straight.
If you had failed this check, I was going to assess the aspect wrecked on the iron bike.
And I would be upset.
Yes.
But that didn't happen. So, guess where I'm taking them?
Where are you taking him?
Home.
You're home?
I'm having Riley check all of us for mind-affecting spells. And once we get there, I'm going to explain why we are here. And what I saw when I opened my sight.
All right. So how about you get on that all right, so you walk into the house. It's a crazy cacophony of kids. Riley is there. She's like, oh, you're home and you brought friends. He's like...
We have a bit of,
She shoots you one of those, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Call me next time.
Right.
Sweatpants. Asshole.
So I'm going to take out my cell phone and show it to her and demonstrate the fact that it is currently exploded because it was in the proximity of winter and summer magic.
She rolls her eyes like, eh.
Shrug. Sorry.
Doesn't do anything with cell phones. Oh, okay.
Purely fake casters don't do anything. A mortal caster does.
Oh, okay.
Fabian is definitely a mortal caster. Michael is probably a mortal caster too.
They're both probably mortal casters. Fabian threw around a fair bit of power. Michael threw around a shit ton of power. I had my cell phone on me.
She goes, I'll start looking them over.
Let me get the kids to bed.
Yeah. Oh, I'll do that. I'll prepare. I have to mentally prepare myself. I'll do that. You talk to them.
All right.
Tell them what you found out and explain to them in character what you know.
All right. Right. So, Madeline, if I'm going to probably go off on a short tangent here. If you are confused at any points, just say that you have a question. I'll answer it.
I have a question.
And those are?
How often do you and your wife have sex that you have that many kids?
Yeah. You want to know something fun?
Room.
You want to know something fun? One of those kids is mine. The rest are Shay's.
Two of those kids are yours.
Okay, 2. I was about to say 2, but I didn't want to assume. Two of them are mine, and the rest were essentially extended babysitting.
They're like 5 kids.
Total?
Yeah.
That's not nice to say about your children.
What? No. You misunderstand. 2 of them are mine, as in mine and Riley's, and the other 3, I am the godfather of, and Riley's the godmother of. And we're essentially taking care of them.
Why?
It's a Faye thing. It's a Faye thing. Don't worry about it.
So do you have kidnapped children for fairies that you're watching?
Come again?
Alan, apparently everyone's kidnapping children.
Right. It's more complicated than that. Are the kids out of the room?
Yeah.
Those 3 are... they're half Fae, essentially. Possibly full Fae, I'm not even sure how that works. Some people refer to them as changelings. They are, for purposes, mortals, humans like you or me, and right now they are just kids. But once they're going to either stay, or they're going to go back to the summer area of the Never Never.
So, Maddie, Sean is now babbling about Faye for some reason.
Right. But that's not why we're here.
Wait, are they half fairy like Vernon's half fairy?
Yeah, pretty much.
I will have you know that I am not mortal. Maddie's brother said that I'm going to be a god.
That's good to know. All right. So moving on from the questionable number of children living in my house. Greg, from what I've been able to tell, there is some sort of on your drink, Madeline.
There's what?
Something to make a charm. Something to affect your mind and make you, like, I can only assume Ragnar or other Fae better. And from what I can tell, we all have a similar sort of charm on all of us. It's been in the drinks. Furthermore, Ragnar, I think he's a high-ranking member of the Autumn Courts. This is bad
What's
because
that?
he has given... there's a summer and winter court.
Sort of.
Well, the Autumn Court they're essentially wild Fae, but they're growing in power.
Oh, so they're the people who own the bar, the Wild Fae.
Yeah. Not all wild Fae are Autumn, but that's besides the point. Anyways, we've all accepted free drinks from Ragnar, which means we are currently indebted to him. That's not something we can fix with magic, and hopefully it shouldn't be too terrible a thing. More important thing right now is that we are all currently under an enchantment.
I mean, when he
It's
says
quite difficult to say, and the only reason I can really communicate about it is because I have experience in this area, and also because I was able to figure this all out definitively, because it's literally burned into my mind.
Literally burned into your mind?
As literal as I can get, I suppose. I guess.
How?
Technically, not literally. It's a magic thing. I'll explain that at the end of this. So, once Riley's got the kids put away, I'm going to explain the situation to her, and hopefully she'll be able to dissipate any lingering charms.
Well, this is just fucking awesome.
In
In the last 2 days, I've had a zombie, a succubus, and a fairy in my head.
Not so much in your head, so much as just pulling at your strings like a puppet.
That doesn't sound any better.
It's not, but it's easier to fix. Because all you gotta do is cut the strings. Magic is like metaphors. Really, magic is pretty much metaphors in a sense. That's the long and short of it. Ragnar is in the autumn course. We are indebted to him. And we currently have mind-altering spells cast on us.
So your wife's gonna chop off his head.
Probably not. Ragnar's not a mortal. Not really under the reign of the Wardens. Technically, everything he's done has been, for the most part, fine. The mind enchantment is a bit dirty, but accepting free drinks from him and us being dead in that matter is perfectly fine under the Accords.
What are the Accords?
It's kind of like the UN, but for the supernatural world. Kinda. It's like a loose, shaky alliance between everything supernatural, so as to avoid the nuclear bomb that is mortals being dropped on them.
Wait, so all of you are scared of me?
No. We are all scared of mortals in general, though technically not us, sort of, because we're kind of half. The point is, the supernatural world is scared of the mortal world, because the mortal world outnumbers it like 100,000 to 1 at the lowest. There are so many more mortals than there are supernatural beings. It's staggering. And
I'm looking around the room right now and going, I'm feeling outnumbered. What are the odds of this?
The point is, dragons and the like used to rule the world, but now the world has machine guns.
Machine guns are pretty scary.
Machine guns and rocket launchers. And dragons are afraid of rocket launchers. Reasonably so, of course.
I'll remember not to bring any to Chinatown.
Wait, what's up about Chinatown?
Oh, my brother says there's a dragon.
Later. Wait, what?
My brother says there's a dragon there.
Dragon in Chinatown, huh? That sounds like somebody might want to make some time. Save that for later. I believe that's the long and short of it. Shouldn't be. I don't think I'm forgetting anything.
Alright, so yeah. At this point, Riley walks down. So you've indebted us to more fairies?
No, just me. I should really be more careful. I should really be more careful about who I accept free drinks from.
Indeed, I knew that bar was trouble. I told you you should come drink at the warden's.
You know, maybe I should have.
No.
On the other hand, I don't really fancy being too close to wardens. I don't really fancy being too close to drunk wardens.
So Kitlin goes, but everyone says they're assholes. And O'Reilly kind of goes, you're not wrong. Now,
I'm sorry, you're an asshole.
she looks at you and goes, I'm sorry you're an asshole too. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, all right, so I can't do this without your permission, so I'm going to need you to give me permission and to enter your mind.
I thought that was against the rules.
It's against the rules to invade another's mind without permission.
That's why she's asking permission.
I like you. Okay. What are you gonna do?
I'm going to check to see what's been done. So here, repeat after me. She tells you what to do. You do it.
Yeah.
All right. So, she kind of takes your hand. She holds it. She's looking into her eyes. They both kind of like go limp. And actually, Kitlin goes limp, and Riley is just rigid. And she comes out and she's like, oh, all right, next. She brings in Eddie. Eddie sits down. She's like, open up your hands. I'm going into your mind. Do you object?
Maybe.
You can
I
trust
know
me.
about how I feel about people rooting around in my mind.
Eddie, you trust me?
I guess.
And you can trust her.
All right.
All right.
He'll do it.
She goes in, she goes out. It's like, all right, now you big boy, sit down in the chair. You grown up.
Talk to me, right?
Yes.
Sit down in the chair.
All right. Sit down. As your sight, she goes in, she pulls out, she goes, oh, that's not good.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
All right, new girl, you're up next.
I've had a lot of things try to get into my head lately. Do I really have to do this?
I mean, do you want me
It
to...
doesn't hurt as much if you give. It doesn't give. Blah, 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 Jesus. It's not. It doesn't hurt as much if you give them, or if you let her in.
I mean...
God damn, what's the word? What am I trying to say? It doesn't hurt if it's not being forced. At least not as much.
Yeah. He's like, look, it's like, if you don't want me to assess the type of mental damage you've taken and what might be done to fix it.
Okay. I'm a doctor, right? I never tell my patients what I think that they should do medically without explaining the risks. Can you tell me what the risks are and if you feel this is truly necessary?
The risks here are basically nothing. You're going to open up... The risks is I'm going to know every dirty secret that you've ever done in your life.
Like a duck.
What about other people's secrets?
What?
What about other people's secrets that aren't mine to tell you?
If you know them, then it would be something that I could find if I go rooting around.
But she's not going to do that.
Not what I'm looking for.
It is not necessary.
It is. If he's been tainting your beer for a while, then we won't know the extent of the damage, unless we do this.
This was the first time we took Natty to the bar.
Was
She had her first drink today.
I spat it out.
you haven't drinking any of the things that he said were mind altering?
I did, but I spat it out because I knew it was wrong.
Did you swallow any of it?
No.
Maybe
Sure?
a little.
Well, maybe a little.
She rolls her eyes and is like, a little won't hurt you, probably. Why didn't you tell me she hadn't actually... Sean!
Oh, it didn't occur to me.
No. If it could be bad, then I want to be checked.
You're
It does
fine.
sound like yours was a lot stronger.
Look, if she spat it out, it didn't work. Because obviously, I would assume one of the compulsions on this thing would have been to drink more.
Yeah, probably.
Which probably explains why you come home with whiskey dick so many nights.
It's magically delicious.
Indeed! You're not going there ever again.
No, I'm not.
But it's our bar.
Well, maybe one more time to sell the tab. But, that's monetary issues.
Alright. So, you're fine. But yeah. So, it seemed like two of you. If I had to assess, I'd say that I think you, Caitlin, probably got the worst. Probably got the least worst effects. Actually, no. It's hard to tell between you, Eddie, and you, Kitlin. She points between the two of them. Which one of you had it worse? There seemed to be more damage with Eddie. It's just an amount of damage between the two of you, but she isn't sure what damage is just Eddie being Eddie. So it's like, you two are a roughly equal place at fucked in the head.
I resent and or resemble that remark.
Well, we might have found another reason why the little project you've been working on hasn't made any headway.
My project?
You've been entirely wrapped in chains, honey.
Oh. Actually, I have a character question. The project. Is the project becoming a god of freedom, or is it becoming a god of order? Because at this point, it does sound like becoming a god of order would be easier.
It is totally up to you. If you want to become the god of freedom, if you want to become the god of liberty, if you want to become the god of order, if you want to become the god of tall, soft drinks.
Actually, what would a god of liberty entail?
Sex change, most likely.
No.
Admittedly, because the most powerful symbol of liberty, especially in any vicinity that you're right up against, is a woman.
That is true. God of law and order, perhaps?
Oh, the god of law and order. All right.
God of order. Two wrapped in chains would still not exactly.
Law and order. And then you can have like several different sub-gods. One for criminal intent, one for special victims unit, and one for trial by jury.
No, I know that's. I know you don't do that, but frankly, law and order makes more sense than just order. Because as far as I can tell, Sean is more about preventing malicious harm.
Oh.
There are laws for that.
So she's like, all right, so,
I don't know. Either way, being chained would still be not good for that.
Right, so she looks at you. She's like, so how did all of you get involved in the supernatural community? Because I'm technically not supposed to be telling you guys things. It's part of secrecy. If wizards tell you too much, then you start realizing how much of their stuff is bullshit.
I talk to ghosts. So that's how.
You see? Ectomancer?
No, I just
No, he's
sort of.
he's somewhat like he's
Him.
kind of like Gabe was.
Oh,
Which is,
talent. That's very rare.
Mhm. Also very dangerous.
You're a fox.
A pretty one.
Yes, you are. And you, I think.
Oh, Kit, I get it now.
Get what?
John says out loud.
Get what?
Nothing.
Tell me.
Like, who said that? I have difficulty telling your two voices apart.
Kitlin.
Hold on, did Riley just say something about Fox? Sorry, I'm zoning out a bit.
Just looked at Kitlin and said, "You're a fox."
So yeah, Kit is another word for fox.
What is another word for fox?
Kit.
It's a baby fox.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
The name has wordplay.
Go. What's your deal?
I was blissfully unaware of all of this until yesterday, when apparently a dark sorceress helped me save a gunshot victim's life, and well, here I am.
Wait. Dark sorceress helped you save a gunshot victim's life. She really perks up at that.
Yeah, the one I told you about. Remember?
Oh.
The kid being kept alive by the...
You're
Yeah.
the one who saw the necromancer.
Sure, I don't know.
All right. For this, you can see Riley is getting very intent on this. Almost like she's probably going to try to go out and kill this person. You know, the person who's been nothing but kind to you.
Yep. Well, I don't know anything about her at all. She may or may not have even been trying to save my life the other night, but I don't really remember. But with the passing out and everything.
Oh, Madeline, do you still have your cell phone?
Yeah,
All right.
provided that it wasn't on me when I got electrified. We never actually decided that.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. You said you were in pajamas then. You're in pajamas. That's good. Yeah. Your cell phone rings.
Oh,
Okay.
wow, I'm surprised that still works.
I will pick it up.
Admittedly, no one threw any real big magic around. Yeah, there was the little ritual chanting thing, but that's
Yeah.
minor.
And she did just walk through a den of the supernatural. Background radiation.
Yeah, there is some background radiation, but places have things that can stop that. Murphy doesn't lose yourself.
True.
As you guys said. Anyway, so it's that call from that person from the thing.
Person from the thing?
The what's it called? The director from the stage play. The theater nearby. Helena. Yes.
Right. I'll click the phone to silent and let her leave a voicemail and call her back later.
All right. Okay. So. So she gonna goes. All right. So, tell me more about this dark sorceress.
I don't really know
What did she
anything
look
about
like?
her.
What
Riley?
did she look like?
Really
Riley.
pale.
There's a time and place for everything. Now
Yeah.
is not the time for warden business.
Now is always the time for warden business when there's
No.
when there's a warlock on the loose.
No, now is time for dealing with a mental charm cast on your husband and 3 of his friends. Mostly
The
just 2.
thing is, I can't fix that. That would be something that we'd have to call the senior council for.
Oh, jeez, is that bad?
Yes. They're probably going to be pissed off with me enough for even asking to go into their minds. I didn't do anything wrong. I assessed a situation, and in my opinion, in order for anyone here to get treatment of this, A, it's going to take a very long time. It's going to need the senior council.
Oh. That's going to take a while. So I guess now is the time for wardening.
Anyway, so this warlock, where was she? What did she give me a description of her?
I don't know what a warlock is.
A warlock
Evil wizard.
is a wizard who has broken one of the laws of magic. Are you familiar with the laws of magic? I would assume. I would hope that the person who called wardens assholes at least had the common sense to tell you the 7 laws of magic. Because if not,
don't use magic to kill someone. Don't kill someone to use magic. Don't go into the mind. I kind of don't remember the rest, but yeah, they mentioned it.
Basically, don't use magic to hurt people and don't do time travel.
Oh yeah, that was one of them too.
and don't raise the dead.
Oh yeah, that's another big one.
He was just mostly dead.
He technically
All right.
wasn't dead when it's an interesting thing. From what I can tell, the magic was
did he-
All I know is that a young woman with a sword saved my life by killing some thugs, and then scattered some salt around and stopped my friend from dying.
No. Question: the guy, your friend was dead for. She's like, how long was your friend, quote unquote? Was your friend alive and breathing at the time?
His heart had stopped. I was giving CPR.
His heart had stopped. How long had his heart stopped?
Seconds?
And no, his heart had stopped when you got there.
Oh, okay.
When you got there, his heart was stopped and you were doing CPR.
Okay.
You were basically CPRing on a dead body. And then she
As I am trained to do.
No, it's you do that.
Well, no, that's what doctors do.
Mm-hmm. All right. So what do you remember of the ritual?
She cut my hand,
She cut your hand.
and like I said, I think it was salt she put kind of around, and she said some really weird sounding stuff, and it felt like the air was all staticky, like when you rub a balloon on your head.
Oh, yeah. That's. She cut your hand, and what did she do with your hand when it was cut? Did she just cut your hand and leave you?
No, I think she had me touch the salt with it. I can't really remember.
So she had a pile of salt, and she put your blood on the salt.
No, it was on the floor.
Did she make something of the salt?
Well, yeah, she scattered it all around us.
In a giant
Like,
In a what?
in a giant circle,
Yeah.
and then she used your blood on the circle.
Yeah, I think so. It happened really fast, and there's been a lot that's happened since then.
it's all right. Take your time. These can be difficult.
What else weird? What else happened during the so then she then what did she do to bring him back to life?
Nothing. I was giving him CPR, and the Like I said, the room felt charged and funny, and she said some stuff, and then he started to breathe under my hands.
Did the air smell
Oh.
odd?
She asked if he meant something to me or not. I don't know what that means.
It could be. I need to look at you.
Now, one more question.
I
When she did the ritual, did the air smell different afterwards?
I don't remember.
all right. I am going to need there's because the one thing you've noticed about her, she's not been meeting your eyes. I need you to look into my eyes. And it's going to be very disconcerting. It's going to feel probably a lot like the other assaults that you have felt, but I promise you, you will be okay.
I'm gonna put on some
To
tea.
me, when I was not prepared, and it was not a pleasant experience. If there were any other way to do this, but I really need this. I need this.
Why?
I tell you that.
I'm gonna hold Maddie's hand. I'll be right here.
I'm going to make some tea. And Sean gets up and puts a kettle on to boil.
All right.
Because Maddie's going to need some tea after this.
So,
And Riley might too.
you please look into my eyes.
Why? Why do you need me to do that?
I have to see if she marked you.
What does that mean?
It would be better. I promise I'll explain all of it. I just need to see.
Okay.
Looks into your eyes. You look back.
It's your hand.
Right. And then I'm assuming, unless you look away.
I'm not looking away.
Sarah?
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
Oh, I'm not looking away.
And everything went quiet again.
She said she's not looking away.
All right.
Brandon?
Yes. You're cutting
Hi.
in and out, I think.
I'm sorry. I am meeting her gaze.
You're meeting her gaze. All right. So you feel yourself being pulled towards her, and then you slip into a soul gaze. I'm going to describe what you see. You see Riley in this rainbow long rainbowed hair next to Sean. Are wielding swords, and both of them are fighting just black, abominable hordes of monsters. You see her just laying waste to all these creatures. You see her look at other people that look kind of like her but are twisted wizards, and somehow you can understand that there are other wizards. And you can see her slaying them with hatred and anger. And you can, as you look at them, you see each one of them has been twisted and deformed in some way. You can see and you can see a tower in the back of her mind at all times. It's grown a little tarnished, but it's still there, and they're still loving maintained. And on that tower, standing proud and gloriously, is what you see when you look into
what is standing proud and gloriously?
Dawn,
Oh, okay.
her husband, who's
Mhm.
also the kind of person who kind of saved your life.
Yep.
So she looks at you and she kind of sits down. She goes, "All right, I was afraid there. I was concerned that perhaps she didn't cast a spell, that she made you cast the spell."
How could I cast a spell? I'm not a wizard.
You don't have to be a wizard to cast ritual magic. Anyone can do it. If she empowered the circle with your blood, it means she probably can't evoke, and that she needs the power of blood to draw. I was worried that maybe
I'm losing a bunch of your words, Brandon. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're kind of a bit garbled.
I think this is your spell. I'm sorry.
How long does a soul gaze usually last outside of the mind?
A second.
Just a second.
I think that depends on the intensity of the probing.
It's usually very quick.
Oh, you mute.
Well, quick for everyone else.
All right, sorry about that. Am I better now?
Sounds like it.
All right. So she's like, I'm sorry. I thought that perhaps she had used you to cast the spell. You don't need to be a wizard to cast magic. Basically, anyone can do it.
But she didn't?
Yeah. No, it looks like we didn't move it through you, which could have stained you. Lawbreaker. Which would have put us in a very awkward position. It would basically have meant that you have needed to be summarily executed or put under a sort of magical probation. My watch or someone else's watch. Would have done it willingly for you because I was in a very similar situation. I luckily was not, because I frankly didn't believe in magic at the time I was. Because one of the tricks of magic is you can only do what you believe in. And she asked you, that's what I was worried when you said she asked you if this person meant something to you. But anyway, it's need rides home, or I suppose we could find this for you if any of you needed to stay here for the night.
I should go home. I should be with my brother. You guys can stay with me if you want. I know it's not close to your house, Eddie, but you're going to be driving to the middle of the night now anyway.
So, are you going to go home with Maddie?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, that's good, because Eddie's the one who has the car. So,
Yep.
all right. She gives you a phone number, and she's like, I'll be in contact with you. It was a pleasure to meet all of you. I look forward to spending more time with you when I am not working or watching the kids. And with that, we leave. All right, so here at the end of the session, I'm giving everyone a significant milestone, which basically means you get one more skill point to spend on skills.
Sweet.
Cool.
Because a lot of very significant stuff happened this session.
Cool.
Uh, everyone basically came out and said who they are. You guys have all really come together as a group. You've learned that your place of hangout has been at least somewhat
A house
involved.
of lies.
Yes.
House of Lies, yeah.
I'm actually going to put my points into intimidation. Because frankly, I should invest in that with the amount of attempted intimidating moments I've done.
Oh, question. This is the one other thing that she would have pressed you and she would have asked. Would you have told her about the girl looking like a patchwork doll?
No,
You wouldn't have?
because I feel like I have a distrust of the actual police, and this person who seems to be looking out for me seems to be in trouble with the magic police, and I don't really want to get her in any more trouble.
Oh, I absolutely love that, and I'm going to actually give you a chip for that. Because
well, thank you.
you have literally accomplished the opposite.
I know, and I didn't like it. But I was trying not to give too much detail if I could possibly avoid it without actually lying.
It's okay.
I keep looking for ways to try and avoid Riley trying to hunt down Patchwork Ghoul, whoever this is, because as we've discussed, this is probably not going to end well.
Nope.
But I can't do it in character. There's no reason to suspect that Riley can't handle it.
Which is great. I'm like, is Matilda going to say the one thing? The one thing that'll go, wait a second. Admittedly, I have plans. So, everything's good. I hope you all had a good game.
Oh,
and
actually, Ryan, before you go,
yes.
there's a question that I'm not even sure the answer to, and you would probably be more certain of said answer yourself, concerning that you have more control of the character of Riley. You, Sean, and Riley work together to take down warlocks.
At times.
Alright.
I don't think she calls you in for everyone, but if she thinks that it's going to be particularly tough, I'm sure she would rely on you for some stuff.
Right. Well,
Like, say, whacking things with a big stick.
I do have to go to bed as
Yes.
it's growing late,
Right, yeah,
and I have work in the morning.
I know. I am so sorry for keeping you all late. I hope you had a good time. I'm
I
sorry, Max, that you, again, did not get much time in, but at least now we know part of your plot thing.
Well, that's what happens when you drink the cursed brew.
Yeah. Basically, everyone's involved in your story now. Everyone's involved in your plot.
I didn't drink it.
You drank it.
Brainwashed into my army.
What?
I don't even know I had it.
Eddie's been drinking there for a while. He just didn't take that last free one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Eddie, you're already screwed. Trust me.
damn it.
Yeah. No, I mean, once I manage to free myself from this, if I manage to free myself from this, Ragnar's getting kicked in the dick. Hard.
Kicking fairies in the dick.
They're always watching me.
Add it to the
They
to-do
do.
list.
They knew about all of us.
Well, yeah, fairies tend to know shit.
Mhm.
Like an unreasonable amount.